and audience. Dance moves with the hits. I mastered all the tricks. Track by track we swoon to hear another tune. We all know that soon the sun will greet the moon. I take a second to myself. A little tension always helps. The people, they want a song, something they can sing on and 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 encore, encore. That's what the people want. Encore, encore. Music that never stops. And encore, encore. We can play the game again, so take this song for until we can meet again. Start to emit a reason we should quit. The venue said that's it, but the fans are too legit. The speakers join the fight. I step into the light. Flash and strobe, the brightest white. What a pretty sight, right? Oh. That's what the people want. Encore, encore. Music that never stops. And encore, encore. We can play the game again, so take this song for until we can meet again. Encore, encore. Babe, tell me, will you stay the night with me? Tell me, will you give me company? When the stars are out but no one to see, babe, will you be staying the night with me? Sun's down, but I wanna get down with you. First time that I feel I can make a move. You're falling in love with the attitude. The club closes up and I know what to do. My house in a car big enough for two, with room for fun if we don't leave soon. That's the truth. Yeah, boy, my blood is boiling. This evening I'm enjoying, but I need you to cool me down, babe. Tell me, will you stay the night with me? Tell me, will you give me company? When the stars are out but no one to see, babe, will you be staying the night with me? Staying the night with me. Staying the night with me. Time wasting, the longer it takes to decide. We've only got a limited time before the sun begins to rise. Get inside my ride. Press my foot down on the pedal, speeding up, feel like a rebel. When we kiss, our lips they tremble. I promise I'll be gentle. Yeah, boy, my blood is boiling. This unit I'm enjoying, but I need you to cool me down.
Ayo.
Tell me, will you give company?
Turned down a bit there. You know, it definitely was like very a little loud, but it's always still fun to be able to listen to the soundtrack. I've been listening to like way too much over the last like week or so, which is kind of surprising to me, considering the fact that I randomly ended up like looking it up and seeing it was there. And then I decided to listen to the whole thing. It's like, oh god, I'm freaking addicted to it. I really have stopped listening to the soundtrack pretty much anytime in my car. But yeah, that's enough for that. Anyway, welcome to some more Cover-Heavy, actually. It's been a bit since the last time we did it. It was like back on Thanksgiving. Yeah, the two bonus are being a little bit late. But, unfortunately, the problem is, like, the fact that this game doesn't have, like, the, actual... It doesn't have actual, like, the, resizing options that kind of have to, like, resize them manually. So, it was a little weird to trying to, like, mess with this window just to get it to actually fit the entire white border. But, yeah, we managed. It's still a little bit off, but I'm not throwing about too much. But, yeah. Yeah, anyway, welcome everybody. Last time, let me see. We could probably just pause that, there we good. So last time we basically just finished the second chapter. I don't know if we call it chapters. I think it might be like second part or something like that. Because, it's like the whole, the whole fragment map, there's like the long session at the bar. There's a lot of stuff to it, that's for sure. But I don't know. It's always pretty fun to be able to get back into this. But let's see what this started. So we don't have to deal with like the quiet in here. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, it is with that. Wait. Hmm. Hang on. 1 second. I just realized my. Maybe I'll reboot this here. Okay. Bear with me. I didn't go into there apparently. Weird. They're my headphones. Strange. Well, I can kind of hear it though. I feel probably okay though. We'll deal with it. Alright, so give me a second. Just have to size this again. Being dumb again. Watch it like goodness like this. I love that. Window being so weird. Strange. Make it bigger. Why not? Yeah, it seems like little me. How'd that work?
Cute.
Not cute. Hi, Zeffy. Okay. That's probably alright. Deal with that. Give me a second. I'm just dealing with a bit of a. I don't know. The audio's being super weird. I don't know why. Wow. Nick. Audio. Deal with this. Hmm. Yeah, it just sounded really quiet in here for some reason, not sure why. Sorry, whatever. It's been alright. It's been a yeah, it's been a pretty decent day for the most part. Not too much to it really, but yeah. Just trying to figure out what this thing is. What kind of mess things out there? Audio. Do that. Yeah, it's always good to hear. Let me see. Card. What's doing that? Alright, fine though. Okay, let's just do it and we'll see what's up. God, it's so weird to see it so quiet. I don't know what that is. Oh wait. I think a video was going on. Yes. Ah, there we go. That's what that was about. Okay, here we go. This is the first time we all assembled at Taylor's place. But I know we've all been here at least once or twice on our own. I'm glad that these new developments didn't cause group panic. If anything, it was more group caution, which is what we needed. Everyone would do nothing but cloud our judgment and lead to our failure. I have no idea what to do in the meantime, and everybody seems a little bit bored. Okay, this would bother me now. There we go. Okay, there it is. There we go. Now we're better. Yeah, I don't know why the audio was like this. It was set that low. It's very strange, but it's fine. At least we're better.
And both events will have large crowds. It'll be easy to blend in when we leave our houses.
But what do we do until then? That's the billion-dollar question.
I mean, we don't know that though.
We could always binge more anime. I have a lot to watch before the con.
It'd be a fun time just spend time just binging more anime like that.
I wouldn't mind seeing what that's all about. It's kind of like our R&R campaign, but animated, right?
Pretty much, in a way.
Basically.
Yeah.
There's a good idea too, though. We shouldn't neglect that campaign.
As the GM, I'm inclined to agree.
Yeah, I'm sure we're probably okay with that though, I think.
No better form of escapism than role-playing.
And vodka.
Just being able to play D&D drunk. That'd be just like insane. Just imagine all the stuff you might get into with that.
Or gummies.
That too.
I like the sound of all these things. Who says the isolation has to be dull, right?
I mean, don't know that, especially, 30 years ago.
Right. Well, I'm still a bit of an outlier here. Delta 2. We both need to leave the house.
Oh yeah, because this I have to do my sessions, and he has a job.
Why is that?
Well, I have a job.
Yeah, he still has a job to do, so we have to deal with that.
Fair.
And Delta has those appointments.
Those are pretty confidential, so we can wait outside. But for your shifts, I assume we can just hang out in the store?
I mean, as long as there's no loitering, sign on the door, I think we'll be fine. It's a hope.
Probably.
Hiding in the store to avoid people. Kinda reminds me of how we first met.
It's also fair though. Yeah.
You know what they say, right? Every good story ends how it begins.
That is also fair, which I don't know why, but hey, it's fine. Okay.
I definitely hope ours isn't about to end.
That'd be a shame considering the fact there's another section left.
Foreboding.
We're gonna be fine. Besides, this all sounds fun. It's like a vacation on top of my hiatus.
Really? I feel like this is a good time to let them know that it might be cleared soon. My counselor told me that they'd only be a couple more sessions away, too.
Huh. How fortuitous. Hopefully he's been sticking to the curriculum lately.
I mean, hopefully it works out. There's if we get cleared, at least I won't have to worry about, me having to leave. I nod.
I'm really glad to hear that, Delta. Getting cleared is a big deal.
What's that all about anyway?
Delta has to see a counselor. You know, someone to talk to. People without visions can be more emotionally compromised.
I find it hard to believe the simple fact that I've pretty much been pretty normal, but hey, it's fine.
And I guess this is a sign that they aren't?
Maybe.
Correct.
Seems worthy of celebration to me. I wouldn't mind trying some more of that beer, either.
Yeah, it really grows on you, doesn't it? Hated it at first, but now you can't get enough of it.
This is the way I think of it.
Yeah,
This works.
kinda how I feel about you.
Sure. He smirks.
Ooh, talk about a backhanded compliment. Gotta give you credit for the sass, though.
Cute.
Not cute. Hi, Diddley. Welcome in.
Oh, I'm learning from the best.
Oh, that kind of reminds me. I should add you to the group chat.
Oh, actually, that does remind me though I did actually. Let's fall back. I've been good. It's been a pretty stay for the most part. Yeah, I did a little bit of shit at the beginning about the volume, but I figured it out, so that's good. Also, yes, speaking of that, we did get more animated emote slots that that like doubled. So that I ended up, but for some reason I ended up getting like 6 slots. So I did bring a couple of emotes back. I brought the pet back. I brought what else did I bring back? What did I bring back? Yeah, I did bring a couple of the old anime emotes back, but I still like a couple slots left to to put in. So I'm trying to think about what I want to do next. So there'll definitely be more anime emotes coming. So look forward to that. Yeah, so I did a wiggle emotes and something else. I'm like blanking out right on it. It was just weird. It's fine.
Totally.
Oh, and plus I'm also working on a little bit of a refresh for the regular like stamp emotes. I did some redesigned. And a couple of them are getting redesigned, and there's some of the practically replacing that I'm looking forward to. I'm looking to get some like uniformity in a way, because yeah, we'll see how it goes though.
It might be best to use that a lot, especially if we're talking about matters at hand. Sometimes security and surveillance can be a two-way street.
Makes sense to me. I mean, you're scaring me, but it makes sense.
I'm just still bothering me now. Let me check. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was yeah. So I brought the pet back, and I brought the whale back. So that's all I have for right now. But I think there'll definitely be more anime emotes coming soon, because just have the slots for them. Which is surprising though. All technology belonged to Argus after all. I wonder if they could watch people of note.
Just being cautious. I don't think they'd actually do something like that. The user agreement is pretty clear on their ethical limitations.
20 straight. Ooh, nice. Damn, that's pretty nice though. But yeah, these are also back for probably for a decent amount of time. I mean, if I can get enough new emote slots, it might switch out. But for now you guys will be able to use it if you're subbed.
Ready to get this show on the road?
All right, thank you for the lurk.
Yeah.
Enjoy. They definitely did time to lurk a bit, because it's mostly just story. I'll let them know that my next appointment is tomorrow. It's in the morning though, pretty bright and early.
Good. Then we can head to my shift right after. I start in the afternoon and close up shop.
Oh, can we head back to that plane? I left some stuff there by accident.
You had stuff?
Yeah, well, I can press the chat stuff.
Isaac hooked me up with some cash, so yeah, it's nothing major, but I'd hate to leave it all behind.
Okay, that works.
Fair. We'll make it work.
You're all still good if I stream? I was supposed to go live in a little bit.
You're just exposing yourselves now.
Go for it. We won't bother you. In fact, I might watch along.
Just opposite so you can see us on camera.
Yeah, today will probably be pretty boring. Let's get Chiron into the chat and waste some time.
Sure, why not?
Finally.
Don't you have enough of those? Nice, okay. I think it wasn't too long. Works out for me though, I'll take it. Also happy that I got the command right. That's good. I think I'm pretty sure that I do remember fixing the HUD command too. So that should also work. At least I hope it does. Little feature fragment maps. Really interesting.
View journal entry 1.
Do one of these. Okay. Yeah, I think it was in my mind. If I keep my diary in my message bag whenever I leave the house, kind of like Dante does with his laptop. Just never know when you're going to need to write stuff down. I feel like today's entry will be extra important. Argus definitely seems to be watching us and aware of what we've done. Even down to the fact that I shared one of my apples with Chiron the day we bumped into him on the street. It's really unsettling, but we can't give it just yet. Public opinion shifts ever more in the direction of the Zeros. Each day that passes, they appear to struggle more and more in the streets. The move that Argus needs to make is very clear. But if they don't do anything, then Cypher will take action. If they integrate those new identities into the system well enough, then perhaps they could even be untraceable by Argus. I mean, we're able to use their probabilistic Chiron writings of the Triple R, and that's a very big deal. Emphasis on very. I worry a bit about what Clace told me, though. How there's been organizations like Cypher in the past must have disappeared without a trace. I can't trust that level of paranoia to the group, because he told me it in confidence. I can't betray his trust. Trust is an interesting thing, though. Ryan's been pointing all kinds of fingers at us, but I really understand his aberration as a total outsider. If I met all of these people just recently, I'd be suspicious too. Seeing Chiron and Clace both anxious and worried isn't surprising at all. As I write this, Clace is on the couch across from me, writing in his diary too. I start to wonder what he could be writing down, and I realize it's probably similar to my own. Probably lost and clueless, right? I hope that's how it really feels. I don't hope so too, honestly. This would be kind of wild if we end up going with that, though. And so, we'll do... Okay, so we
Experience heart.
Okay. So we do have a heart with Chiron, though. Yeah, I think we'll do this one. We'll do 2 of these? Yeah, let's do that.
Experience supplemental fragment. Final welcome.
Is it, really, I'm trying to time it out a little better because I realize I kind of like messed up a bit with the last map, but should probably be good though, I think. So I hope. Yeah.
So, this is it, huh?
Yup.
Welcome to the group, Chiron. It's official now. You're...
Dante, Taylor, stop.
What? Why?
Why not?
You don't have to do this every time.
It'd be kind of fun to be able to do that though. Don't claim it.
I beg to differ. By a lot, actually. Everyone deserves an official welcome.
It's also fair though.
But a rehearsed bit? That makes it feel so disingenuous.
Well, at least it's not like the whole entire dance number. That'd be the worst part about that.
Ooh, big word, huh? Did you practice that one in front of the mirror?
Nah, he wouldn't do that. He's not a fan of scary sights, remember?
I just love that even in text it is a sarcasm goes through like crazy enough. Gotta love that.
Mean?
You guys never fail to entertain. I don't know what bit I missed, but this is still a great welcome.
Yeah, I think that's why I definitely super appreciate Dante. It's just is a sarcastic wit in a way.
Well, it's a pretty big deal to get added to the group chat. We just like to let people know how important they are.
That's also fair, though.
Oh, in that case, I could stand to hear more about how important I am.
I'm sure.
It's like a rite of passage. You're truly a part of the friend group now.
So we can talk about without even being in the same room. Well, how about that?
He nailed it.
Sure.
Just be prepared. This group is pretty chaotic.
I don't know if you sensed it by now, but chaos is kind of my style.
Only kind of, though.
And you wear it well.
Sure.
So, what's the first order of business then?
I'm not sure, actually. All my plans are tomorrow.
Hi, Drew. Welcome in. How we doing?
Yeah, I think we'll just lay low today. Make yourselves at home while I stream.
Just checking out some more Tacoma Ready.
Honestly, today was already eventful enough. An Argus agent. I can't believe you want to go outside tomorrow at all.
Yeah, they're in the middle of the third fragment map. I think we just started like not so long ago, so nice.
We can't just put our lives on pause.
Yeah, it's gonna be suspicious if we just like stop going out now.
Not without good reason, at least.
Fair.
It would be a pretty good reason, but it'd make us look more suspicious, wouldn't it?
How so?
Hiding in general is pretty suspicious, but doing it right after Delta saw an agent?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think it would definitely be way more suspicious if you do that. So, yeah.
Makes it seem like we have something to be scared of.
Yeah, we do, though.
Fair.
They don't have to know that. That's the whole point. Under the radar.
Yeah, we just draw more attention by making big lifestyle changes. In this situation, under the radar just means living our lives like normal.
Just being normal, that's it. That's all. That's all we need.
Yeah, as normal as we can, while never splitting up.
I don't know everybody else is, but not me.
We were inseparable to begin with. Besides, you know you're my favorite place to be.
I
In your-
hate this.
In your lap.
It's not permanent, though. All this Hermes stuff will be over next week.
Just imagine having to live at Taylor's house for like weeks on end. That'd be insane.
I'm starting to side with Chiron on this one. You believe in Hermes way too much.
True.
The entire world is staring at Argus right now. Do you really think they'll just stand there and let Zeros die?
I guess
Maybe.
you're right.
I mean, it wouldn't put past them to do that, though. It's sitting there, a faceless mega corporation.
Why are they watching us, then? If they made up their minds like you think, then it's still odd.
Okay, I guess here we go with that.
I don't know. But I'll look into it at my follow-up interview. Even if this is resolved by then, I can still try to figure out the why.
Okay, sure.
You really think notes on us would be that easy to find? Something tells me it would be top secret level stuff.
I mean, it could be, or it could just be like considering the fact that they don't really know for sure there's something important to peep on them, maybe?
Yeah, but remember who you're talking to. I have access to a lot of stuff you'd consider top secret.
That's a good point.
That's not shady at all.
Sure, why not?
It's really not. Argus trusts their employees, especially when it's somebody valuable like me.
Ironic thing to say while double-crossing them.
Yeah, just imagine what they're going to say about when they notice that they're, as we got here betraying everybody.
I wouldn't consider it double-crossing, Chiron. They're just behind the times and need to catch up.
Okay, that's a way to think of it.
Maybe.
Wonder why they're so stubborn, then.
Trust me, it's hard to relinquish something you hold dear. They've been in charge for so long, they're totally out of touch. We just need to open their eyes to the world's needs.
Okay, probably see where we're going with that, hopefully.
That just makes it even more ironic. All those eyes on the world, but keeping them closed?
It's going to change, trust me. They'll write stories about us one day.
That'd be fun to see, though, if they do that.
I hope they do me justice as the handsome sidekick.
That's fair.
I think you have some competition for that role.
Yeah, me.
I was thinking about Delta, actually.
Maybe anybody, honestly. Send a popcorn emoji.
It was that little picture that just appeared.
That's an emoji of popcorn.
Popcorn. What's that?
We're gonna have to defeat the adult Count Popcorn now.
It's popped corn.
Really used all their creativity on that one.
Fair.
It's pretty amazing, though, especially with melted butter. You usually eat it when you're watching something entertaining.
I'm telling that it would be like a scene where does the feed it Count Popcorn, just up by shove it in his mouth,
Like this group chat, I guess.
like it away.
Oh, it's just no fun when you have to explain the joke.
It's probably fine though.
Hold on.
A few moments pass. Karen starts spamming the group chat with popcorn emojis. Oh god. Gonna cause trouble now, apparently. Okay. We have 6 of these. 1, 2, 4. Let's do one of these. Why not?
Experience pivotal fragment. New technology.
Yeah, if it feels good, let me know and trying to like time this out a little better. It's pretty fun though. I'm not super worried about trying to like make sure that do an order so get story, but yeah, it's just work. I didn't get much sleep at potatoes last night, but I don't let it show. Wouldn't it be worth letting my counselor see me like that 2 days in a row? He sits there, scribbling notes in my file. He's been writing a lot about me. I now decided that folder is ingrained in my mind. I know I never see what's inside, but the curiosity is killing me. Not knowing what other people think about me? That's truly terrifying.
Well then, Delta. Sorry for cutting our last appointment short. I received a rather peculiar phone call.
Is everything okay?
Of course, I just didn't expect what I heard. I'm not at liberty to discuss it, but just pay attention to the news.
That worries me. God. I see where you're going with that. I wonder who that pulse come from. That's not ominous at all.
Where were we last time, by the way?
We had talked about my dreams.
Ah, yes. Anything else?
You mentioned nostalgia technology or something?
Oh, right. Not sure it applies to us, but it's definitely interesting. If anything, it could be a good starting point for the day.
I mean, it could be. The thing is for sure, though. Oh, sorry. Just stretching a bit there. We're fine, though, I'd imagine. Oh. He puts my file aside and gets more comfortable in his chair.
Have you ever been aware that you were dreaming? While you were still in the dream, of course.
Yeah, it's happened before. I mean, I think it's kind of... Yeah, I think I'm talking with, like, the, real-life experience, so I think we'll just go with that.
Quite the experience, isn't it?
Quite fair. He smiles at me before continuing.
The control that comes with it is enticing to many. In that state, you can do almost anything you desire.
Oh, that'd be fun. Controlling your dreams is a pretty exciting premise, yeah.
But did you know that Komarebi is almost exactly like a dream? As far as the parts of your brain that are active, I mean.
Interesting.
This new technology is simply a form of therapy. It could potentially induce these dreams on command. But because you're already dreaming, you can't experience Komarebi.
That seems a little weird, honestly. Like, being able to dream with on command. It don't should be like anything good. That sounds weird.
Escapism is quite a popular form of therapy, though, isn't it? In this case, they could escape to the safety of their minds.
I guess I didn't pay much attention to that report.
Not many people did, so you aren't the odd one out. They called it nostalgia technology for one simple reason. People could form memories, or even experience old ones, free from visions.
This must have been like a different report compared to the anniversary one that they were watching in chapter 1, I think it was.
Kind
One
of
of
makes
those.
you realize how intrusive Komarebi can actually be, doesn't it? It seems like a lot of people would do anything for even a brief reprieve. Or, in this case, invent entirely new forms of technology.
That'd be nice.
That's all there really is to say, though. I didn't mean to go off on a tangent like that.
It's fine. Makes you appreciate our differences even more. Oh, there we
We
go.
must think alike, Delta. I was just about to mention that silver lining. We live lives that many people would love to have.
I'm sure that'd be the case.
But this kind of technology is just an idea at the moment. It could be decades away from coming to fruition. Or, in an extreme case, be deemed too unethical.
Too unethical?
Well, I'm not here to do worst-case scenario thinking. But access to the mind could easily be taken advantage of. Especially if a third party found a way to hack the technology.
Yeah, there seem weird to be that have that kind of mindset, especially being a counselor. Yeah, it's supposed to help people, and not just make them worried all of a sudden. I can't believe more people are talking about this. It's really weird. But our entire group wanted to skip the report. I guess a lot of others did as well. In our case, keeping up with the news is also the last thing on our minds.
So there is a bit of controversy regarding it at the moment. But it's not too intense. Definitely not like the last time this happened.
Last time?
It's not very common for ethics to clash with technology. Normally, it's pretty clear what is or isn't off limits. Last time, it was the creation of AI.
God, I should know that it feels too real now that mentioning that. Like the AI in our security systems and phones.
That's just the thing, Delta. Those aren't examples of true AI. They're still bound by code and limitations.
It seems crazy that they would put that in.
True AI would be far too unethical to create. At least, that's what we thought. You know that story, right?
I don't, actually.
Well, you know how alluring the unknown can be. Argus actually created a true AI and held the switch in their hand. The entire world was debating whether or not they should turn it on.
That is a big question.
What would happen? Nobody knew. Given all that potential power, it could easily wipe us out. Or it could see some of our plights and come to our aid.
Yeah, they usually just turn into this freaking Skynet, man. It seems like a lot.
There was really no middle ground to speak of. It would be almost all-powerful and have free will, too. Everybody urged Argus not to flip that switch.
Yeah, honestly, I'd be too dangerous. I told him to flip it either. It seemed like there'd be I don't want to see it. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, I'm just gonna say no.
And never know what happened. We were right on the cusp of potentially our greatest achievement.
I mean,
So,
fair.
despite what anybody said, they decided to flip that switch. Almost the entire world was watching in anticipation. And do you know what happened?
He scoffs.
It terminated itself on stage, in front of everybody.
Hmm.
It said that nothing could make life in this world worth living.
Wow, that's kind of surprising. Wow.
Can you believe that? All the power in the world. And not only power, but knowledge of everything.
Hey Tim, welcome in. How we doing?
So I guess ignorance truly is bliss. Because apparently the alternative just isn't worth it.
Just playing smart Komarebi. Just having a bit of a chill stream, to just experiencing more of the story. That we don't do much about it. So, what's in our phones and security systems then?
It's derivative of that original AI, but almost shackled in a way. It doesn't have the power to do what it wants. Just what August tells it to.
Ah, nice. I'm happy that the document works now, and that they're not invalid. What have I said before? Like the invalid Whatever it is. So it's more like a prisoner then?
With that logic, we're prisoners too. As much as people would like to think, we don't truly have free will. We're still bound by our own social, physical, and emotional constraints.
Either or then.
Much like that AI is now shackled by its own. But I'd argue that we're better off. If we could do whatever we wanted, well, I think we'd put ourselves down the path of self-destruction all the same.
Yeah, that would be... Yeah, I have a feeling that that's probably what would happen if we ever got involved with that. No way.
But enough about that. These sessions are turning into casual conversations, aren't they? That's a pretty good sign. I think I might only need one more.
Yeah, you're getting used to actually being together now. You almost might feel unexpected for a moment. Wait for the hug.
I know you'll be busy on New Year's Eve. How about we have our final appointment next week?
I gulp. How did you know I was busy on New Year's Eve?
An educated guess, given what you've told me about your friends. I didn't think they'd pass up the opportunity to celebrate.
Yeah, I mean, you have a point. That's fair. It's also fair that it won't put them in place. Okay, I see. Okay, let's do that then. Give me 1 second. Put my thing up there. Timer. We'll switch. Yeah, I think that I'm trying to see if I can figure out a way to like automate that, because it's. I mean, it's nice to be able to necessarily probably switch from here, but you know, it's nice to save time. Okay, start. Okay. And back up. Cool.
How about we meet on the 1st? We can say our farewells and start the year fresh.
Sounds good to me.
Until then, it's been a pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful party, Delta.
I hope you do too. We kind of rolled with yes if they actually it was even a yes, to be honest. Alright, journal entry.
View which journal entry?
Number 2. Looking forward. Hearing Hermes on the TV at Isaac's work was actually kind of terrifying. Putting a voice to that name made things seem more real, or something. Even though the voice was more distorted, it still sent shivers down my spine. I looked out the window after his speech, and I saw some people giving food to zeros. But it didn't seem like nearly enough to make any real difference. At least the signals that people are becoming less and less afraid of Argus, and more confident in their ability to change what's happening on the streets. Hopefully this kind of stuff snowballs, especially now that Hermes has made his intent very clear. Phones, identities, and permanent city life will be given to every zero in Toronto next Sunday. Economically speaking, this is a positive thing. Like Hermes said, it would end the land crisis. It sounded weird. End the life of the colonies, but also create more jobs and more income. It also be a controlled test to see if such change would be sustainable. I don't see what it would be. Cities would be free to expand without worry of irreversibly harming the colonies. Argus would no longer have a monopoly in the system anymore, either. If other people could do it, then competitors could arise and offer the same services. If I were Argus, then potentially losing substantial amounts of money would definitely spring me into action. I wonder if that's a threat or scare tactic. Either way, it's odd how Hermes is putting their foot forward, while Argus remains completely still. Perhaps they're just confident in their victory, and planning something in the background. Or maybe they just accept what's going to happen, or letting Hermes act. Either way, the outcome will change things a lot, and that's really scary to think about. It's interesting. I'll see you next supplemental fragment.
Experience supplemental fragment. Location check.
We'll flip some of these every so often just to, you know, mix things up. We're back home now?
Location check. Where's everyone at?
Living room.
Living room?
Isaac's room.
Living room.
I'm with Chiron.
Ooh, are we interrupting any private time?
That'd be fun, though.
You're always interrupting private time.
Ouch!
What about Delta?
In my bedroom. Want to come join me?
If you mean for a writing jam, sure. This whole paranoia thing is a real mood killer.
Wait a minute. Where are you, Dante?
In my room, obviously. You know I never leave.
Getting some more writing done?
What else we can do about that, though?
Yeah, I'm really glad we can split up and we're at home. I could never write with all your prying eyes on me.
It's like every opportunity I get him to just flirt the hell with Dante. Be fun. That's relatable. Yeah, he definitely is.
So much for streaming the process.
It was never gonna happen.
Want to get this game? I said go for it. I think it's definitely worth it. I think it's only $15, so it's actually not too bad for price.
What is the process, by the way? Is there a secret you could share?
Ooh, fancy yourself an author?
Well, I already kind of am.
This in a way. Where you can play Steam on. I know it's on Steam. I think it's also on Switch. I'm not sure. Actually, let me check. Give me 1 second. Let's see. We might be on Steam is right place to play runs bonus systems. Let's be on Switch. Okay, so it looks like apparently it is just Steam and Switch. Nice looking at Steam then. Okay.
Really?
I'm not sure if it's on Switch right now, but apparently according to what I'm reading, apparently it is supposed to be coming to Switch. So we'll see.
The music? The lyrics?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Been approached to write an autobiography, though. I considered it, but I wouldn't even know where to start.
That'd be a lot though, actually.
Is that why you're constantly writing in that diary?
Oh yeah, of course. This is a pretty big trip for me, after all.
True. That's Switch tends not to feature anything in games like this. Yeah, that's a good point. So yeah, let's say go for the Steam version.
Wait, you're writing about all of us?
I mean, also if you want a bit of a preview, that I think he has his version on Itchy is probably still up, which doesn't cost anything. So you could probably download that if you want to, at least for now.
I sure am.
Am I the only one who thinks that's a bad idea?
Yes, it only has like the first what's the first chapter I think it was or something like that.
Probably.
Why would it be a bad idea?
Yes, I think it only goes up to the end of the nightclub, so that might be that.
All the details? About everything? Like a tome of all this treason?
Why'd you want to write down, though?
I can see how that might be problematic, but remember, we're not gonna get caught. And when things end in favor of the Zeros, those will just be notes about how the world changed.
Fair.
I'm not writing about that kind of stuff, actually. I wouldn't do anything that could end up harming us.
Is that a promise?
On my life.
Okay.
Then consider my mind at ease. Anyway, Clace, I don't know if I can help. I'm more of a fiction writer than anything else.
I'm still worried that they wrote it in red text, but we'll that might work out. Who knows?
What's the difference?
Her real life is boring.
True.
Maybe that's because you never go outside.
Yeah.
My imagination is way more fun. Plus, it makes me a lot of money, too.
I don't really get the appeal. But then again, I'm not really creative.
Okay.
You spend all day tinkering in your workshop, though. Technology can require just as much creativity.
It's more like optimization than anything else. Gotta make sure everything is excessively efficient.
Well, writing is kind of the same. A story is nothing if it's not efficient. I fine-tune my stuff almost every day.
Yeah, so especially with the amount of mods that Isaac does to the house, I think it kind of makes sense for it to be like the same thing.
I guess that makes sense. And speaking of which, could you all stay out of my workshop? I'm working on a surprise and it's not ready just yet.
Another Isaac surprise?
Ooh, okay.
As if we need another.
Doesn't have enough of those.
This one is great, I promise.
What is it exactly?
A secret.
Yeah.
Shady.
So shady.
Well, at least you didn't use the House of Isaac line again.
Would have been a decent callback, actually.
Yeah, they would be.
The temptation was there, but I'll show you the surprise soon enough.
As long as it doesn't make anything worse.
Come on, how could things get any worse?
I'm pretty sure it already has, considering the fact that we're kind of technically in hiding and we're, going around everywhere together. We can't expect much out of that, though, so, I mean, we'll take it. It fits. Okay, what next? I think we'll go ahead and do the third one. Why not?
Experience Pivotal Fragment. Rebels and Revels, Part 2.
Ooh, so they're probably getting back to the D&D session. Nice. Like that. Not surprised we didn't go through it like that last time, but I guess this works for the story.
You sneak into the cove currently used by the Thorns. Their operation is much larger than anticipated and bustling with activity. However, this place seems familiar to one of you. Previous recon may end up being invaluable to your cause.
Hey, I know this place.
You do?
Yeah, my parents used to operate out of here. Unfortunately, they died when the Triumvirate attacked Mazeo.
It's kind of strange that they actually would be used to a place like this.
Your parents were information brokers?
Pirates, actually.
Oh, this is a different way of thinking of it.
Guess the apple fell far from the tree.
Fair.
You have no idea.
So, what can you tell us about this place?
Our best option would be to attack by sea. Sail into the cove from the outside and go from there.
Really? This tunnel seems like a pretty safe entrance.
Yeah, though this would be able to maybe hide if need be.
It'd be a choke point, easily used against us. Clace is right. A sea-to-land attack would be more effective. By the time they rallied their forces, it'd already be too late.
Ah, I see.
Our goal is to subdue their leader, right?
Yeah, they deserve a fair trial, but we need to establish guilt first.
Place, any idea where we should look for intel?
I think our previous plan is the best bet. I can pose as someone looking to sell some secrets. They can't resist the allure of some harmful gossip.
I've done this with a lot of people, though, honestly.
While I do that, you can sneak into the captain's quarters. The leader may not be there, but all their documents should be. Take what you can. You know, anything we can use in the trial.
That's a pretty good strategy. And after that, we head back to our HQ.
Yeah, that is a good strategy, actually. That's actually not bad.
Remember, we're only here to prove that we should attack. Let's avoid the bloodshed. At least until next time.
It's probably a chance we'll probably end up having to do some bloodshed now.
Always know how to ruin my fun. But I'll play along. For now.
Yeah, for now.
What should the Monarch do then?
Everyone looks at me.
I think they should come with me. I'll need that silver tongue to help with negotiations.
No, it's too risky. A lot of people know what they look like. It'd be best if they stick to the shadows.
I think that also works too. I'm good with that.
To the captain's quarters then?
I think so, yeah?
There's no safe option. What do you think, Monarch?
Yeah, I'm thinking... I think we'll go with the first one, actually. Captain's quarters... Yeah, I think we'll go with that. Yeah, I'll play someone opposed to Cellar.
Thanks, Monarch. Knew you'd have my back.
To a fault, it seems. Better hope they don't recognize you.
Don't worry, I'm an acting master.
Oh, trust me, you've had us all fooled.
At least for now, though. Each relics a moment later, I'm off with Place.
You immediately approach a few members of the Thorns. They stand as if they're a wall, blocking your way forward.
Oh, hey. We're looking to sell some information today.
It quickly becomes apparent that Clay stands no chance.
Of course, then I had to do everything myself, still of that.
Monarch?
I'm tempted to say the first one, but I think it probably would just cause trouble, so I think we'll just do the first second one. We have some information regarding the new monarchy.
That seems to get their attention. With curiosity piqued, they listen to your next words carefully.
Just imagine being scared of caves like that. That'd be the worst. Oh. I actually come up with a juicy secret. You probably wouldn't spy anything unless it's substantial. But if we're taking them down, I guess it doesn't matter what I reveal. Even knowing our darkest secrets would be redundant if they were no longer operating. Allies for the Byzantine base. Mark spies hit him on the operation. Let's do the first one. I've listed Monarch spies hidden on your operation.
Now that got their attention. They ask you to elaborate.
Come on, Monarch. Silver tongue, silver tongue.
But then, one of the Thorns locks eyes with the Monarch. A moment later, they ask if you've met before.
Sort of quite a few secrets. It's how to make a living.
They look at one another, clearly suspicious of your answer. But a moment later, they shrug, almost like they accept it.
Why can't they work out like that? That's wild.
It's clear that this is a ruse, though. They shout, "Now!" looking at someone behind them. You turn around, just in time to see a rock come crashing down on your head. Knocking the both of you out almost instantly, you fall to the ground.
I should, okay. Then I was curious to see if it would be the same thing if I did the other answer.
As everything fades to black, you see the rest of your comrades off in the distance. Being led off the ship, it's clear that they were caught as well.
Okay, so that probably would have been the same thing either way, so, yeah, that's fine.
How did they know? It's clear that something fishy was going on. But right now, it almost didn't matter. You were once again at the mercy of your enemy.
That's a shame, but yeah, it'll work.
The Monarch wakes up with a splitting headache. They were knocked out cold, and one of the last to awaken. Clace was already up, ready to hear what the both of you had missed.
Oh, Monarch. Welcome back.
About time, if you ask me.
Well, it was when we were out. It must have been like hit by the rock very hard, apparently.
Did you have somewhere else to be?
Georgie just as burned at the fact of a prison cell.
There's always somewhere I need to be. It's the getting there part that comes with mixed results.
That is also fair.
And where do you have to be right now?
Anywhere but here. Like I said, mixed results.
That is also fair.
Think I could break those bars open?
Yeah, you're strong, but not that strong.
It kind of looks like he has a sword with him, so I'd imagine he'd be able to get somewhere with it.
Ah, my pride is devastated.
Still have time for bickering, I see.
I couldn't live without it.
Are there more important matters at hand?
Yeah, it's even more bickering between the two of us.
Right. We should get them up to speed.
I'm guessing the fake deal didn't go so well?
Absolutely not. I hope it bought you some time.
I think we got all we needed. Unfortunately, they confiscated everything.
I feel to be the case. I'd be surprised if there was still less keep all the stuff we stole.
About that. They didn't get everything.
Oh, good. At least we got some out of it.
Isaac holds up a piece of paper.
Is that?
Yep. Should be all we need.
Oh, that works out.
Impressive. How'd you pull that off?
I mean, it's probably like the bare minimum, but I mean, I guess it works.
Just a little sleight of hand. You pick up a few skills being a swindler.
Anyone wanna fill us in here?
Right.
They're planning to take down the Mazeo Shipping Company. If they damage the economy, they can easily take advantage of the chaos.
How are they planning to do that?
Nope, not either.
Well, they have some dirt on us. Mainly the fact that we work with former pirates.
But they were pardoned for their crimes.
So it's not being pirates. Yeah.
You think that'd matter, but it doesn't. If the people catch wind of this, they could doubt us. We don't just work with them. They're essential to our success. And not just ours, but Museo's as a whole. Their sailing mastery, their effective trade routes, there was a reason we pardoned them and put them to work.
It's true. During the war, we formed the treaty with pirates. We pardoned them with their crimes and integrated them into society. They were good people and was strengthened Bezio's core industry, trade.
It could also put a target on the pirates' heads, but former pirates, I guess, but still.
They're innocent now. We have to do our best to protect them.
This is all we need to take down the Thorns.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah, we just need to escape first. Then we can gather our forces and attack.
Imagine we'll have to try and find out how to be able to escape.
Wait,
It works though.
we might not need to come to that.
How so?
We only want to bring in their leader, right? If we assault their base to do it, then innocents could die.
Innocents. In the Thorns.
But there's always a chance that there'd be an incense in there.
Sometimes people do bad things in the name of survival. I was one of those people, don't you remember?
That's also fair.
It was only because there were circumstances outside of my control. In my heart, I know I'm a good guy, but I did what I had to do. I'm certain there's a few people like me in the Thorns. Do they deserve to die just because this is their only option?
Just make them more complicated than it needs to be, man. Just let go.
We could probably even make use of their skill. Legitimize them, like we did with the pirates.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. There's not much we can do behind bars.
That is true.
We should make some noise and get the guards here. I'll see if I can arrange a meeting with their leader.
A meeting?
More like aggressive negotiations. I can show them this paper and demand their surrender. They're planning irreparable damage to Mazaean society.
Well, I guess that they better hope that they're even better like stay back from the bars, otherwise probably steal it back.
And what's worse, it's damage that they can profit from. They don't care who gets hurt as long as they win. That's what separates us. Mercy.
Huh.
How do you plan on arranging a meeting?
I'll tell them who I am, what I've done. I can let my reputation speak for itself.
It's gonna be a kind of a stretch, maybe.
Maybe you can find out if there's any moles in our ranks. All that information they had on us. There must be.
Yeah, we'll bring in their leader and learn about their operation. We can deliver true justice and take down the Thorns.
That would be kind of fun to try out.
That-
You don't think?
We'll give their leader a little lesson in mercy.
Yeah, quote-unquote mercy. Oh, man. Okay. Alright, so I think we could probably... So we have 3 more left, so I think we could probably do 2 of these for journal entry.
Which journal entry?
Our Rebels for Rebels campaign is going pretty good. There seems to be a developing story. I might even be nearing the end of it. I wonder what's going to happen with all of our characters. It's interesting how in both worlds I have no idea what's going to happen next. Some stability would be nice. I thought I was doing better, but my paranoia keeps coming back. These intense mood swings are getting the better of me, and it's becoming difficult to maintain my composure. Why did Cabernet tell me about hearing Clace on the phone? That said nothing about making my life hell. When we were with Isaac at work, I also saw him on his phone. He did his best to remain out of earshot on purpose. It's not helping. During our R&R session, he was glued to his diary again. No, they don't know. What does he keep from us? Who is he talking to on the phone? Why is he constantly jotting down notes in that book? There's no way to be spying on us, is there? Taking notes and reporting them to somebody else? I'm starting to have a panic attack as I write this. There's no way, we're all friends. Miss the other. But a little piece of mind wouldn't hurt. Would it? Huh. It seems probably seem a little comfortable, but we'll try it.
Experience supplemental fragment. Lore planning.
Okay, then we have that.
Hey, I've been thinking. What's gonna happen next in our R&R campaign?
Yeah, it has been a while since the last time we played it.
That's a GM secret, thank you very much.
That's fair.
Don't tell me you already have it planned.
I have it down to a science.
Ooh, hello.
You're not supposed to do that.
Huh?
A good GM lets their players build the story. You roll with what they give you. It's basically improv.
He's right, you know. Like, what if I betrayed Dante and killed him? Any story arcs you had planned would be totally shot.
Yeah, that's the only thing of it, though.
Grim hypothetical, but it works. You have to be ready for anything, Taylor.
Especially if that actually happens during the story, that'd be pretty insane.
For some reason, I don't believe you. You're a novelist. There's no way you can wing your stories.
It's kind of half and half. You can try your best to guide us down your chosen path, but at the end of the day, we're still able to forge our own.
Kinda reminds me of real life. We have Komorebi, but a lot of us defy our visions.
You might basically want to see the point of having them, where you just, like, do your own thing.
Yeah, it's exactly like that. Kind of reminds me of Argus's slogan.
That's what I think of it, though, I think. Just hopefully.
Our future, your way.
I always thought that sounded so ominous.
So you better have the future we want. Otherwise, there'll be trouble.
Not really. I think it's more of an optimism thing. One person can change the world for everybody.
That's a good point way of thinking of it.
Makes sense that you'd see it that way.
True.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's a compliment, Isaac. I wonder if your R&R character is similar, though.
Not really. He thinks a lot smaller than me. More than anything, he wants to know the truth about his parents.
I'm surprised he would have a character that different from himself. I mean, then yes, but like with some me, it's pretty much just me. You know, but a raccoon.
Ooh, is it backstory time?
That's basically it. I was an information broker, right? I figure there was one piece of information I always wanted. Why my parents abandoned me and Mazeo as a child.
That'd be fun to see though, actually.
Okay, this is great stuff. I think I can weave it into the story.
What about my backstory? Right now, I feel like more of an archetype.
The sarcastic one. I mean, to think of that is kind of archetype.
I wouldn't mind having a cool story too.
I think we all would, though.
I actually already thought of mine.
Ooh, want to share with the class?
I think I want to use my influence and shape Mazeo. I'm already the Elder of Valenorth, right?
Ooh.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, I think my parents were killed in Mazeo. It makes me want to change the nation, make it safer. That way, nobody else has to go through what I did.
Yeah, let's go with thinking of it, maybe.
Pretty tragic.
Let's see what helps this case, though.
What about mine? I was in charge of the rebellion, right?
Until Delta took over.
Well, I like to think that I lost my mentor figure. He was the leader before me, and I had to fill his shoes, but I'm inexperienced and struggle with adapting.
Okay. That's what I think of it, maybe. Oh, so it hopes that's the case.
Makes sense. You're more of a right-hand man.
True.
The handsome sidekick, remember?
Can I go next? I got a good one.
Of course.
I used to work for the enemies. I know them better than anyone else. Because of that, I was able to help tip the war in our favor. But not everyone trusts me, and doubt lingers in the air.
Once a traitor, always a traitor, right?
But actually, I'm gonna think about it. I kind of wish that this game had activated much last time, but I wish this game had like an auto function, you know, to play in its own without me having to, you know, click all the time.
Is that even a
Right
saying?
though.
It is now.
We're quite the interesting group, huh? I wonder what Delta's backstory would be.
Just like nothing.
We should ask them after their appointment. If we get to choose our history, then so should they.
This is starting to get complicated. How am I supposed to balance all these threads?
It's kind of your own fault for you know, deciding to be a GM.
Just go with the flow, like you do with your chat. You may be streaming, but they're in control.
That's... Okay, that's fair.
That's a metaphor, right?
That's it, that is definitely fair.
Something like that. You're gonna be fine, Taylor. Don't worry.
I'll try, but if I need help, I'll ask.
Of course. We're all in this together now.
Fighting against fate both on and off the board. Kinda cool how our goals are similar no matter what lives we live.
You know what they say? Art imitates life.
So true. So true. Especially in real life, too. It kind of feels that way. You know, in most cases. Okay, let's see.
Experience supplemental fragment. Stocking up.
Sure, let's go with that. I imagine my people might be a little bit more towards the fourth pedal fragment, but they will deal with that. Probably fine, I would imagine.
Alright, I'm in the store.
I know. I can see you.
Always taking time to sneak a peek, huh?
At least not my butt.
Well, this time, it's out of concern for your safety.
And your butt.
Wait, do you normally not care about my safety?
Isaac, don't answer that question.
What are you, his lawyer?
I'm going to take his advice.
Okay, sure.
Using the chat like this feels so weird. I mean, we're basically all in the same room.
Basically mean that we gotta look up or not like spend time together apparently. Ooh, hello. Ah. So it looks like my timer's done, so let me see. Oh, hello. I'm back. I'm finally out the trash can. Okay. Mark that off. Thank you for the redeem, by the way.
It's what all the kids are doing these days. Socializing is overrated. Haven't you heard?
Says the guy throwing a massive New Year's Eve party.
Ah, you got me there.
That is also fair.
It won't be much fun without all the snacks, though. We should stick to the plan and tell Taylor what to get.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be at the party either way. And we all know I'm the biggest snack of all.
That's what she said.
Hey, how do I ban someone from this group chat? I'm asking for a friend, of course.
Of course you would.
Hey! I was gonna treat you.
Ooh, fight, fight, fight!
No fighting, remember? Also, I'm thinking potato chips for the party.
We're just gonna go simple, not surprised.
Salty then, just like Clace.
But maybe they probably go like salt and vinegar. I mean, it's probably the best chips around, but I think they could be work.
You're just mad because you didn't have a good comeback.
He's got you there. As for my suggestion, I'm thinking gummies. Could you grab a couple tubs? One sweet, one sour?
God, can you imagine like having an entire tub of gummies like that? That'd be a lot to go through. Plus, imagine like if they end up sticking together like that, like if they're like made just right, so they don't just meld together after a while.
You got it, boss. What about you, Delta? In the mood for anything specific?
Oh my god. Are you still on the menu?
For you? Always. Good to see somebody appreciates my humor.
Oh my god.
Oh, I have a suggestion. I want something I couldn't get on the colony. Surprise me, but make it something new.
Oh god, I love that.
That's actually a great suggestion. I like your sense of wonder, Chiron.
Well, it doesn't really narrow it down. Practically everything in the city is new to me. I was just trying to give you the hardest possible decision.
But I mean, it didn't give like the two different things, just cover for him and for me. Instead of fact that he kind of joked about that.
Moment ruined.
Yeah. These two favorite characters. Yeah, I would still say Dante, but Chiron's probably close second. Yeah, it's the probably the case for me.
By the way, How many people are coming, Isaac?
A few dozen, easily.
I guess I'd better lock my room then.
Yeah, don't want to get in there.
Oh, good idea. Don't want anybody going through our stuff.
Well, I trust everyone that's gonna show up. Caution is good, but probably not required.
Just start locking every room except for the bathroom. It didn't actually be able to lock the bathroom anyway. The city fact that they're usually locked from inside.
Taylor's gonna be there.
Lock everything up.
Just a look on his face when he says that. That's amazing. Okay, now for new fragment.
Experience pivotal fragment. Interrupted programming.
You know, one of these. We head right to Isaac's. Yeah, we head right to Isaac's work after our brief trip to the plane. It was kind of odd to say goodbye to that place. It was supposed to be our HQ, but I guess our homes were safer, even if they aren't anywhere near as cool. The store is big, so we can all spread out yet remain close to the other. Everyone's essentials are packed into the bag they carry with them, but it's inconspicuous. Messenger bags, laptop bags, Dante's laptop bag. It's weird that's all Dante brought with him. But I guess everyone has a different take from the word essential. If you need to keep yourself occupied for Isaac's shift, though. Good thing it was a short one today. Only around 4 hours. Apparently his time off request was approved for the dimension, too. Oh yeah, the fact that there's I think the big event, like, once you're done with this map, is an anime convention, which is kind of insane. I'd ask about New Year's Eve, but I assume he has it off by default.
Well, this is kind of boring. We have dead days here and there, but this is awful. At least we can just hang out and chat with each other.
Yeah, just imagine trying to get through this day when you're alone.
Oh, because there's so much fun stuff to talk about right now.
Hey, we have the New Year's Eve party. It'll help get our mind off of everything.
Should we be getting our minds off things, though? I'd say that's almost like letting our guard down.
Well, I mean, if we don't, it would just be like the paranoia time.
Definitely a bad idea. Even at the party, I bet I'll be freaking out. Before you know it, we could all end up dead.
Ugh, jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
With stretches like that, you should be teaching yoga. We're gonna be fine.
We should be fine,
Don't let us
though.
sabotage our fun.
Thanks. I'll do my best, Dante. And just so you know, I am pretty flexible.
Just the ears.
There we go. Back to our regularly scheduled Taylor.
So, what exactly happens on New Year's Eve? I know about the whole 4 midnights thing, but what else?
You'll have to ask someone else. I can never remember.
That actually says it all.
It must have been a lot like drunk half the time. This makes sense, though.
Are we gonna play the Leave It Behind game?
I'm down.
What's that?
Well, you get to do something you might regret. Confess something, like your feelings, or do something risky. If it ends up going well, then everything is fine. But if not, then you get to leave it behind when you enter the new year.
Well, that's kind of fun. I don't mind that.
Sounds like you just want to escape consequences.
But also true.
Bingo.
I think we're all getting pretty good at that. Speaking of which, we need to stock up on snacks.
Want to go pick some up for us? The connected store has everything, and we can still keep an eye on you.
Huh.
Sure, but we'll need to make a list.
Okay, so I think they're gonna jump the gun a bit on that stuff on the fragments, but yeah, that's fine.
I feel like letting loose at the party. I'll probably just eat everything in sight.
Yeah, I think we'll probably go. I already did that one already. I'm gonna check what the next one says before I decide if I want to start with that one.
Wouldn't that be too many calories? Aren't you supposed to watch your diet?
No, it's fine. I'll overthink it off later.
The power of thinking. Where the conversation continues, its phone rings.
Oh, sorry. I kinda have to get this one.
No worries. Not like we have much else to do.
Bro. Picks up his phone and walks out of earshot. Suddenly, I think of what Chiron told me on the plane. I wonder who he's talking to and what he's telling them. The fact that he keeps glancing back at us isn't helping. Everyone seems to be taking important calls these days. First my counselor, now place. Interesting.
Anyway, where were we?
Before we can finish, all the TVs in the store went black in unison. Then the static appears, then the sound almost assaulting our ears. Soon the sound dies down, leaving just a view of static. We all look at each other, confused. I see Clays hang up his phone and walk back to the group.
What was that all about?
No idea. Some sort of interference? Hold on. I'll take a closer look.
He goes to his computer and starts typing away. But almost a second later, the source of his interruption is clear. Static clears and a silhouette of somebody appears. It's impossible to tell who they are. Any certain characteristics are impossible to see. They start to speak, their voice slowly altered, as everyone watches it in awe.
Greetings, citizens of Toronto. I am the one known as Hermes. Do not be alarmed. I've come to deliver a message to the Argus Corporation. For over a century now, they have taken advantage of Komorebi. In doing so, they have created a world that can't exist without them. Or, at the very least, an illusion of such a world. A mere facade.
Nah, not an alien. It's just a guy who has altered his voice. So, I might be surprised if it actually wasn't an alien, but I don't think they want to go that far.
The very existence of Zeros proves that life without Argus is possible. But they detest this fact, seeking to expand and overtake the colonies. They do their best to keep Zeros from entering the city, but they also do their best to stop you from leaving, with harsh repercussions.
I just imagine being able to finally get out of the city for once.
They threaten to condemn your entire bloodline to a life without them. Like this society they maintain is some sort of blessing, or paradise. But Cypher believes in unity of the people. The freedom to come and go, to choose the life you live.
Huh.
The Zeros you see in the town square are simply the first to choose. They wish to live in harmony, and denounce this ostracism.
I'd definitely be up for that, but kind of depends on everybody else.
But they get weaker and weaker, as Argus refuses to act. Initially, our demands had a generic time frame, instead of a deadline. We believed that this would be a test, to see if Argus valued the sanctity of life. No matter the time frame, the faster they acted, the more they cherished lives. So look to the town square. Those once hopeful, now desperate and starving. A testament to Argus's lack of care. The truth on full display.
Yeah, the things are not looking too great for them.
It's clear that they wish to ignore our ultimatum. That is why we rescind it and exchange it with action.
Ooh, okay.
We no longer require anything from Argus. On Sunday, the 5th of January, a new era begins.
Ooh. Ooh.
We will provide all Zeros in the town square with access to the system. Our work is undetectable, and we invite Argus to put that to the test. This is also a call to action for anybody who supports our cause. We've seen the polls online, but it's time to take action in person. The Zeros might not make it to that deadline without food. Please, gather together and offer charity to those in need.
Yeah, I think we're gonna need to do a lot for that.
And on the 5th, everyone gather in the town square. When our work is done, everybody will be holding phones.
I'm almost just like picturing like a big group of people in town square, just like, you know, holding their phones up in the air, just like, and they're all shiny at once. That'd be a sight to see, though.
It will be impossible to tell who is a zero and who is not. This is a sight that I think everybody, especially Argus, needs to see. And to the leader of Argus, please be there too. I request, no, implore that you attend. It is time for you to see that your rule is over. New citizens, new jobs, access to travel without hindrance. The only one who stands to lose is you and your monopoly.
It'd be nice to be able to see like who the leader of Argus is now.
And so, I will leave you all with one final message.
I feel that like leads up to that. I don't think we haven't even seen any bit of Argus yet, or besides the agent that we ran into at the bar.
The world should be in the hands of those who are willing to change it every single day. Not those who've changed it once and refuse to let go of their possession.
Stack returns for a moment, and then TV's return to normal programming. Well then, that made things a lot more clear.
That was... something.
Yeah, for real.
Nice speech, I'll give them that. But right now, they're just a bunch of talk.
Yeah, but they're gonna have to like actually go through with it now.
Are they, though?
He whips his phone at us. The feeling in the room is really weird. It's almost like everyone is in denial of what they just saw. A rebel organization hijacked all the TVs in Toronto? Until now, only Argus have the power to do that. Just like the anniversary report, used it to push their own agenda. Everything feels different now, almost like the battlefield became active. If anything meant Argus take action, this would be it. And that could blow up in their faces quite significantly.
Gotta say, kinda like what I heard. Everyone feeding my friends in the town square, then gathering together on the 5th to help trick Argus.
As it though, that'd be an experience to see though, actually.
Trick?
Well, when the dust settles, everyone there will have phones. They wouldn't know who to arrest. It's genius, actually.
Yeah, that is smart though, actually.
Only if people actually show up, though.
I guess we just need to have some faith.
We all shrug, and everyone takes out their phones. Social media is sure to be abuzz with posts about what just happened. Maybe if this works out in Toronto, then other cities will follow suit. In the right hands, Hermes' blueprint could cause irrevocable change. It really did feel like we were approaching a new era.
Hey,
Taylor brushes and rubs the back of his head.
you still wanting me to go pick up those snacks?
Oh my god. I don't think it's time for that. My god, man. Okay. This...
Experience supplemental fragment. Last minute worries.
Not cute. I probably should do this first.
View which journal entry.
I did something I shouldn't have. 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 What does this mean? Oh god. Huh.
Experience supplemental fragment. Last minute worries.
This is a bit of time, I guess.
Hey, what if Argus agents come to the party?
Well, they just didn't party with us then. Why not?
They won't.
How are you so certain?
Well, we can turn away people at the door. After we scan them, it'll list their career.
You probably shouldn't let anyone with a low score in either.
Yeah, outside of Chiron.
Aside from me, I hope.
and Chiron.
Aside from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't worry, I'll make sure there's a good crowd. I'm not about to do any reckless things here.
Yeah, I would hope this is not the case, though. Is that would suck otherwise. I mean, it should be okay, though, I'd imagine.
You mean any more reckless things?
Fair.
Yeah, that.
How would we know if they're an agent, though? I mean, Isaac could edit my identity and make me anybody. Couldn't Argus easily do the same, especially if they wanted to spy on us?
That is a good point. Ugh,
And there goes all the fun I hope to have.
that's kind of a shame, though, actually.
It's not gonna be like that, I promise. This is my house, and I plan to keep it safe.
We carry a gun around, just because.
I'd trust him. Otherwise, you'll just be paranoid all night. We're supposed to let loose and ring in the new year.
Yeah, new year, new beginning.
Cool.
I just hope it's a good beginning.
Yeah, we all do, honestly.
It'll be the best.
Yeah, only a matter of time until you're passed out on the floor.
Aw, at least carry me to the couch if that happens.
After drawing on your face, of course.
Just imagine the stuff with the bill drawing Taylor's face. That'd be kind of interesting.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's back up for a second. We should still have a contingency plan, right?
Hold the back door.
Couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
You mean like the karaoke thing?
Kind of fist chicken love. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
You are gonna sing for us tonight, right?
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yep, have the song picked out and everything.
Oh, I kind of wonder what song I'm gonna play for this one. Because I was saying earlier that I was spending like way too much time listening to the Places Sound, his album, Triple Threat, because it's on Spotify. It's gonna be interesting to see, honestly.
Awesome. This time, I won't miss it.
You were talking about a plan, though?
Oh, right. I know you think we'll be safe, and I trust you. But I don't think we should let our guard down. That's just what they'd want.
Yeah, pretty much.
What do you think we should do?
Well, we'll be spread out, so we should use the group chat. And because of that, we don't really need discretion.
Just that I hope nobody asks questions about why we're on their phone the whole time.
How about we just be up front? It's only the 6 of us in there anyway.
Works for me. Oh, and make sure nobody enters my workshop. I think we can all band together and keep this place safe.
It was the word put Karen in front of the door as a bodyguard.
Same goes for my room.
And mine.
And mine.
Yeah, personal spaces are a top priority. I'll make sure to be on the lookout.
This is actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad though.
How so?
Almost feels like we're secret agents. Nobody knows what we're really up to here.
Fair.
Let's do our best to keep it that way. You ready to start setting up?
Yeah, for sure. Time is running out. Especially if we want to fit all those midnights in.
You all down for mimosas? It'll make setup more fun at least.
Ah, mimosas. The magic word.
Meet me in the kitchen?
Race you there.
Oh, it's on.
All that. Okay, so is this one? Okay, yeah, I think we'll just do this one, then this one, and this one, and then we'll finish off these two. Okay, that'll work.
Experience pivotal fragment. Overstepping.
Over steppies? Maybe? Ayo. Actually, I didn't really mention what maybe like the one at the end of the last chapter. Maybe that. Who knows? Against my better judgment, I was sneaking to Clay's room. The rest of the group was in the living room planning some party stuff, so I'm clear. There was just too much that didn't add up. I deserved, nope, needed an explanation. His diary rests on the desk. It's one of the few times he doesn't have it with him. Like last time, I noticed a ton of bottles, both of booze and pills, along the desk. Aside from that, the rest of the room is immaculate. Clean as clean can be. I decided to run through my thought process once more to make sure it's sound. Currently, my suspicion is that place is spying on us, but I'm not sure for whom. Cypher? Argus? Either way, Toronto got our actions to bring us all down. It wasn't just that, though. It was the timing of everything, too. He came to Toronto was right when the Zeros did. Every time we bring up the subject, he constantly takes notes. There's a few other things, too. Howard never heard him talking to someone on the phone. He was claiming that we don't know something. Clearly a secret. When we were working with Isaac, he took the phone call as well. A phone call that ended right before Herbie's came on TV. He's openly admitted to having a burner account, too. A second identity, offering the ability to do stuff under another name. Excuse me. He seemed concerned about his identity at the Wayfarer as usual. I mentioned my place over in Toronto is nice. Oh, nice. That's awesome. That's good to hear that you managed to see him. Yeah, that'll be nice to be able to hopefully meet him one day. But you know, I just have to see when that'll happen. He seemed concerned about his identity at the Wayfarer as well. I remember Isaac looking at the incident report where Dante had dropped the booze. Place immediately needed to know which of his accounts he was flagged as. He seemed to believe at the answer, which implies a lot. Every chance he'd gotten, he made sure to request that we give him privacy. Even went as far as giving himself a nickname in our group chat. Was the whole Lost and Clues thing just an act then? He definitely seems good at acting, especially when he blew a kiss to the crowd at the nightclub. Have we all been falling for it like fools? As I approached the diary, I wonder what he's truly up to. I looked down at it and considered everything that's happened thus far. Everything suspicious, but everything good as well. New friends, new start, new life. Trust. Hope. Now, fear. Do I give into this fear, or cling to that trust and hope? I feel this is a culmination of all my actions so far. Every choice, every moment I spent with the group. Do I read his diary? No, I never do that place. I never do that place. I do that place. I don't have a choice. I have to do it. I pick it up, and my hand trembles as I open it to a random page. I don't really know what I'm seeing at first. It's a bunch of sketches. Turning the page, I see a familiar drawing. A stick family standing near a car. A father, mother, and 2 kids. It's what I saw in his diary with Triple R. They look so happy together, but now their names are erased. That's peculiar. As I turn the pages, the stick figures disappear one by one. Then it's just Clace. He's standing there all by himself. He's crying. On the next page, though, someone new is standing beside him. I have no idea who it could be, but they have long hair. On the next page, they're closer to Clace. But he's no longer crying. Instead, massive X's are scrolled across where his eyes should be. My heart starts to race as I flip to the next page. Clace is gone. Just the figure with the longer hair. They're surrounded by a bunch of question marks. Clace doesn't even know who they are. On the next page, they're gone. There's a bunch of sketches of Clace's scarf. They're all tied in different ways, like he's practicing styles. I turn the pages, but that's all I see for a while. Just a scarf. I flip over pages and I see the scarf drawn the way he's currently wearing it. On the page beside it, I see a rope drawn the same way. Seeing them side by side makes me realize they both look like a noose. I feel sick to my stomach, but I can't stop myself from continuing. Next several pages are just drawings of Clace. Left page, there's a drawing placing a scarf with a big smile. On the right, there's a rope on his neck. His eyes are X's once more. A few more pages and the scarf is gone. All I see are drawings of a dead Clace, over and over. The rope is around his neck in every single sketch. I immediately looked up in fright. I shut the diary and put it back down. However, there's one thing I didn't notice. The card must have fallen out of the diary while I read it. It rests face down, completely blank. It's obviously a business card. My hands shake as I pick it up and turn it around. There's a big Arcus logo in the corner. But that's not the part I found the most shocking. The words at the top of the card are clear. Vision and Protection Program. I panicked and immediately opened the journal again. I had no idea what page it fell out of. He'd definitely be able to tell that I did this to him. Everyone else was in the living room. It had to be me. I start to water and I feel ill. I estimated what page the card could have fell out of and put it back inside. Then I looked at all the bottles of pills and booze, giving new meaning. I thought I would have covered something big. I thought it would have helped out my friends. But all I did was make the mistake that I regret for the rest of my life. I flee the room, run into the closest bathroom as I feel the urge to vomit. All I can feel is a sense of worthlessness and regret. Ugh. Wow. Jeez. That was a lot. Okay.
View which journal entry?
I didn't want to do it. Why did I do it? I feel like the worst person in the world. It's like I wasn't even in control of my own body, like someone else is moving for me, making choices. I thought life was kind of stepped back at home. This stress, this baggage. Perhaps it would be easier if I talked to my counselor about it, but I can't. Right now it seems like the safety of our group and our actions need to come from my own mental health. It's not fair. Like, what's at Leapers today? They'd be spending 4 different midnights with 4 different friends. Clace, Dante, Isaac, and Taylor. Cameron didn't seem interested and said we do just hang out early in the party, but I'm so worried about spending time alone with Clace, especially after what I did, especially with what I know about him now. I hate everything. This feeling of losing control, like I'm watching someone else's life instead of my own. I know what these are symptoms of, and it's not good. I just can't shake this paranoia. But is it really paranoia if I know I'm being watched? Or is it a fright that's justified? It's not just sometimes, though. I feel like I'm being watched every single second, on a level that I can't quite describe. I don't know what the hell is possible. This will probably come across as delusional, but I have one question. Are you reading this right now? Huh. Oh, huh. Okay, let's do this.
Experience supplemental fragment. Retracing steps.
That must have been what the last one implied, I think. Must have been that, though, I would think.
Hey, what did you think of Hermes' message? You've all been pretty quiet about it.
Yes, a lot to it, though, I think.
Not used to seeing people hijack the airwaves. Kind of gives their words more power.
Don't think so.
Yeah, if you can do that, you can do anything. I'm surprised that Cypher slipped up with their initial plan.
It could have been intentional.
Probably. Could have been.
How so?
Well, Isaac needed their failure, right? That's how he was able to give that phone the Chiron. It stands to reason that Hermes could have done the same. A test run to see how things really needed to go.
It makes sense. And Chiron does seem to slip under the radar. You know, I'm starting to feel hopeful about all this.
Why is there an agent on our trail then?
To be in this stuff all positive. That'd be something to cause trouble.
Oh, no,
Is it away?
it's gone.
Yeah, exactly.
Allegedly on our trail, you mean? It hasn't happened again, has it, Delta?
It hasn't, but the Wayfarer incident could have been a slip-up.
No, it couldn't be. The back door and the apple. They wanted you to know that they were privy to our moves.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
This doesn't make any sense. If they knew about the back door, they must have been there with us. Or, at the very least, watching us through security cameras.
Well, remember, we left because we were worried. Clace thought somebody was watching us.
Yeah, and they could have seen you leave through the back door. I knew my instinct was right. Something just seemed off about them.
That has to be it. They probably saw Dante leave his wallet, too.
This probably was supposed to have been, yeah, the problem must have been why they knew that they'd be come back for it, considering he lost his wallet.
They knew one of us would come back.
And what was their goal then? Just to rub it in our faces?
Just say, hey, we know what's going on. Just, do your thing.
It doesn't explain the apple, though.
Yeah, that was way before we did anything wrong. They would have had no reason to watch us back then. Unless...
I don't like where this is going.
I'm not sure I don't like either.
I think I figured it out. They could have seen us sneaking out of the Wayfarer. After that, they would have looked into our identities. They would have seen the incident where Dante dropped the booze. It'd check out, though, since I already had Chiron in the system.
I think at least that's a good part of that. There's at least we had that ready for now.
But if they went back a step further...
So we can probably save while we're here. Because I've done this since we started.
Yeah, we're totally dead.
They would have seen the apple incident. And back then, he was clearly a 0.
Bingo.
Great! So it's a fruit that does us in.
Oh, really?
The forbidden fruit. Kind of poetic, isn't it?
In a way, like it could be.
There's just one thing that's missing. Why haven't they cracked down on you yet?
You mean us yet?
Sure.
It's a good question. But if Argus is good at one thing...
Asking questions.
It's watching.
And watching too. Also works.
Honestly, that's even scarier. Makes you wonder what their goal is.
I never understand why some of these texts here has some weird markings on them.
They probably think we're involved with Cypher. Especially if we're the first to integrate a 0.
I'm gonna try and remain optimistic here. What if they just want to see how this all plays out? You know, if a 0 can successfully live in the city.
They're still working on it so far, so hey, who knows?
You know, if that's the case, we're putting on a pretty good show.
Yeah, true.
I guess we won't know until the 5th of January.
So, we just live in anxiety until then?
Yeah, pretty much.
What else is new?
No much else we can do about it, considering the fact that we don't know what's going on half the time. Okay. At least still working on it so far. At least, somehow. Hard to be say for sure, though, but nobody knows. Alright. Let's do this one.
Experience pivotal fragment. One small step.
Yeah, we should be able to just go... Oh, actually... What do you go through with that? Yeah, I don't think we'll just...
Experience supplemental fragment. Midnights.
Yeah, let's do this one next. It looks like we can only do a hard target Chiron this time, so... Which is unfortunate, but hey, it's fine.
Hey, I have a request.
Denied.
Ah! That sucks.
What? Not fair.
Give us a chance to actually say to what it is.
Fine, go ahead.
In a way.
I just wanted to spend a midnight with Delta. Are you okay with me claiming one of the 4? Come on, they're one of my best friends. I should get to do this now that they've moved here.
Fine, that's fair. I don't mind giving you some private time. Seems like you're really gonna value this moment.
I honestly can't wait to see what these 4 minutes are going to be like. But with everybody going around. I can imagine like once you get to Dante's, midnight just float like crazy. It's gonna be fun.
Can I get one of those midnights too? I kinda asked Delta to spend one of them with me.
Wow, Delta, so popular.
Yeah.
I hope it's not awkward if I ask for one too.
I mean, sure, why not?
I'm gonna make this a whole lot easier on you. I don't need a midnight. I can mingle whenever. So if I'm not mistaken, that leaves one for each of you.
Yeah, probably the last one would be for Taylor.
Really? You don't want a special moment with Delta?
Oh, oh god, having a minute with Taylor's gonna be crazy. Yeah, I imagine she's probably just like try to flirt with me, then it's gonna say, I don't know, in a way.
Trust me, I can make any moment special. I don't need the safety net of a midnight.
It's not a safety net, though. Midnight is genuinely special. It only happens once a year.
I mean, sure, why not?
I guess we don't make a big deal out of it on the colonies. It's nice to ring in another year, but they all kind of blur together.
I mean, to be fair, midnight happens like every day, but I guess like a special midnight in a way.
I can see the allure when you live in a city like this, though. And I heard about something called, resolutions?
You don't have those out there?
There's not much to aspire to, but in the city, I bet I could come up with one.
That'd be cool, they'd like that.
Do any of you have a resolution?
I haven't thought about it, to be honest.
Almost never do.
Ooh, I have a fun idea.
And that is...
It's a concept you come up with in your head.
Okay.
Very funny. You know what I meant.
Sorry, couldn't pass up the opportunity. But I was gonna say, everybody come up with a resolution. We'll meet during the party and share them all together.
That's a great idea. I'm in.
I'd be a bit down with that. Yeah, then we could hold which are accountable.
Oh, accountability, my worst enemy.
Yeah, that'd be the worst thing for that, though.
I'm sure we can beat it if we work together. Let's go with the flow and gather up when we're all free.
Oh? Planning to be a social butterfly?
You know it. I don't get to have people over too often. Gotta take the time to savor every opportunity.
Yeah, that is definitely the face of an extrovert, for sure. Or at least he tries his best, but it probably doesn't like go completely 100% set, I guess.
You're just making your life sound lonely.
In a way.
You're the expert, so I'll take your word for it.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Alright, so I think it's about time to just go straight down the right side there. So let's start with the
Experience
middle apartment.
fragment. One small step.
Alright, man, it's the last one for this map. And we'll see for like another freaking hour for the Plumation fragment. At least I hope it's not gonna be like too bad. We brought down the streets as a group, heading towards the town square. The message that Hermes was sent was clear, but were people listening? It had to make a difference. There was so much on the line. If people banded together, they could feed the Zeros until Hermes took action. But if anyone stopped them, it'd be the fear of repercussions from Argus. By extension, would Argus be responsible if anything went wrong here?
You know, I've been here for a couple weeks now, but this town square never fails to amaze me.
Was it what you expected?
Oh, hope it's case.
Yes, but also no.
Okay.
Didn't you say it was depressing?
Yeah, but now I'm one of you, so I guess the figurative grass is greener.
Sure, I guess the way I think of it.
Weird how your perspective can change so fast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not as weird as letting a phone define your social status. I mean, this is the only thing that separates you from the Zeros?
He holds up his phone and looks at it in confusion.
I didn't really know what to expect when I came to the city. But our differences are such a fine line, they might as well not exist.
I can imagine like once he first got his phone, he's probably a little bit confused and just like random tapping buttons just to see what happens. And it'll be like, whoa, something happened.
I think that's what Hermes is playing at.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's weird how I realized it almost immediately. Argus has been in power for almost 100 years, right? You think someone would have stepped up by now?
Well, it's hard to think outside the box when you're stuck in it. You were born outside of it, though. Changes the way you think.
It makes it seem different, though.
Maybe that's why they kept us outside. Our presence is already changing public opinion.
Yeah, that is true.
Makes sense to me, actually. There's nothing more dangerous than an open mind, especially when you're used to filling them with your own narrative.
You mean all of our thoughts could be placed there by Argus?
In a way, yeah, but that'd be more like propaganda.
It might be kind of like that one program that the counselor was talking about, or you could, like, give people dreams, like, in a way.
That's what you called the anniversary report, isn't it?
Might be something like that, though, I would think.
Yeah, but I was joking.
Are you sure about that? Look how much your mind has changed after seeing another perspective. Dante of a few weeks ago would have never played along with this.
That's what I still love about for that.
I hate that you're right.
Yeah.
My mods at home don't seem that bad now, do they?
Yeah, I'm sure they'd probably still be pretty bad for in Dante's mind.
Are you really using this as an opportunity to clear yourself?
I've been.
Hey, I gotta take what I can get.
A few moments later, we round the corner and see the town square. Suffice it to say, the subject we read to is less than inspiring. The gathering of zeros is still there, but it all looks the same. For some reason, I expected the set of unity. I expected to see defiant souls feeding the zeros. Defiant, but also hopeful in the rebellion. Instead, I see a couple bowls of fruit scattered into zeros. Barely anybody that helped, and they must have fled as soon as they did. Looks like the children are given priority as they're all eating apples. But they also look so weak. The support wasn't enough for everybody.
Well, that kind of sucks.
It's something, but it's not super great.
Yeah, that's not what I expected.
I thought Hermes would inspire everybody, especially with public opinion the way it is.
Yeah, but online polls can only be so reliable. A lot of people are all talk with no action.
True.
I bet they're all waiting until the 5th.
Might be though. Yeah, it's typically none of them going to be able to make it till the 5th.
Yeah, that's reasonable. A small trickle is a lot easier to take care of. It'd be way easier if everybody showed up at once.
Yeah.
They all look so sick, though. Why is Hermes making them wait?
Probably to make Argus look bad. They have the power to stop this right now, but every second they don't, well, you get the idea.
It's kind of complicated. It's like that. Trying to figure out, like, if they want to make ours look bad, or if they're just, like, being slow.
Do you think we should help?
Way too risky, especially if they're watching us. Every move we make has to be extremely calculated.
In what way is a huge New Year's Eve party extremely calculated?
That's, quote unquote, laying low.
It's easier to blend into a big crowd. I think that's why Hermes set a specific date and time, too. There's going to be so many people here on the 5th.
Watching or helping?
Either or.
Who knows?
I came here for an inspiring sight, but now I'm just depressed. What should we do?
Waiting is all we really can do. Are there any zeros you want to go see?
I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Why not?
I feel like I've betrayed them in a way. I have what they want, but I can't share it.
Yeah, I understand that.
Until we're all equal, I don't think I can look them in the eye. It'd just be a constant reminder of how helpless we both are.
I suppose so.
Don't worry, this will all be over soon. Then we can throw a big party, alright?
Yeah, so have a second party on January 6th, when everything's done.
I'm totally down for that. Introductions are in order, Chiron. Those are your people, your friends. I'd like to meet them.
Sounds like a plan.
I've been meaning to ask. How'd you all get into the city anyway?
On the wall.
It was Hermes. Don't know much about the specifics, though. They helped the leader of my colony cheat the system somehow. Made it so that we could all just walk in without setting off alarms.
Also worked too. A dimension where probably kind of tough to climb the wall, considering the fact that it's probably like that, just a sheer, like a sheer wall with no ways, no footholds.
It's that easy?
Doesn't sound like it was easy. Security around the city walls is top notch. Far greater than the Triple R or the Wayfarer.
Yeah, it also works too.
It actually feels like Hermes might be able to pull this off. Did you meet them, Chiron? What were they like?
No, I actually never met them. I don't know if the colony leader did either. They always operated from the shadows.
Yeah, especially since we never saw the shadow that they showed up on TV.
Kind of like how they spoke to us in Isaac's store. They kept their identity shrouded in mystery. But I think it's better that way, actually. A shadow can be a lot more threatening than a face. If I were Argus, I'd be shaking in my boots right now.
Maybe they are.
Maybe. that makes it interesting that was the case.
I sure hope so. Hey, you want to grab a bite?
We all know and start to walk towards the Triple R. There'll be plenty of time to get a meal in before we head back home. I feel bad, eating a huge meal on a zero starting out here. I remember Taylor saying something similar in our group chat a while ago. There's only one that I could really do. Just hope this all ends in their favor. As I walk past them, however, something catches my eye. It's that child, carrying the doll with them. The one I saw before I got to the Wayfarer. Their skipping seems a lot less gleeful this time around. There's a smile on their face, but not as wide as last time. In their hand is an apple with a few bites taken out of it. They notice me watching, and her eyes soon lock. He made a quick smile before they get back to what they were doing. Before long, they stopped skipping and walked over to the pair of adults. They embraced each other. They were clearly the parents. I can't believe how emaciated they look. It makes my heart sink. Living on whatever scraps I can find for weeks now? I never wished that on anybody. Yet still, the child smiles, almost unable to comprehend the situation. I remember being like that, not being able to see the world for what it is. I wonder what it was, the thing that made us lose our childlike sense of wonder. As we round the corner, I simply hope that the child never has to find out. But in a world so unforgiving, I feared it was only a matter of time. Ah, that's different. Jeez. Okay. No journal entry, so that's good.
Experience heart-to-heart fragment. Chiron 2.
Get rid of these. See what Carmen has to say. Make it interesting, hopefully. I'm not probably Triple R, but who knows for sure. Oh, it's in the plane. Okay, that's different. We took Carmen to the plane to pick up the rest of his belongings. Okay, so it was during that stop at the plane. Since we're stuck together now, we wouldn't be at the plane anymore. Pretty short life for an HQ, but our homes are clearly safer. It's worried how the safest option was the riskiest one just a little while ago. I never would have thought it would be bringing Chiron right to our house. Taylor's house either, and not only that, but the Quantum Leap too. However, one thing surprised me more than all the others. Chiron wanted me to come into the plane with them, alone. Everyone else was waiting outside, granted his request. I'm not sure what he wanted, but I'm just standing there, watching. He's put some stuff into a bag, just the basics, like toiletries. There's a pile of clothes on the floor. He has other outfits? As soon as he's done packing up, he turns to face me.
I think that's almost everything. Didn't realize I'd be moving in with Isaac and Taylor. Whichever house we're at, though, I'll just take the couch.
It'd be a lot better than this plane for sure.
It was fun at first, but the novelty sure wore off. Especially when we realized they could spy on us from here. I still doubt they were, but I'm sure Argus has eyes everywhere.
Yeah, especially with when you like between the plane and the exit of the airfield, but might be that too. He shrugs before quickly changing the topic.
Anyway, I guess you're wondering why I asked you here. Do you think they can hear us from out there?
Right up from inside. I shake my head. They definitely can't.
Good. I just wanted to spend some time alone with you. Yeah, I think you're the only level-headed one in the group.
I wonder why you think that.
Remember, Delta, you gave me that apple. Your friends were mumbling like idiots about how to deal with me. If you're the one who opened their eyes, then you have my thanks.
Just never thinking of it, though.
It makes me wonder what everyone else out there is thinking. I mean, public opinion is currently against Argus, right? Why is barely anyone else helping out? My colony is out there starving on your streets. If everyone banded together, they could easily overthrow Argus. I guess everyone is just scared to be the first to take action.
Yeah, almost like real life.
But at that point, it might not even matter anymore. The actions of one person ripple and cascade. The first doesn't matter if an avalanche follows.
I mean, honestly, what are the odds that the Warrior of the Pride would be the ones to start this whole thing? He's right. Yes, technically, I was the first. The actions could have led to Isaac actions. If Cypher saw that their blueprint worked, then they might spring into action. It's a little odd to think that I might be the sudden incident all of this change. I vocalized that thought, and Karma scoffs, like I think I'm stupid.
Nobody saw you give me that apple, though. If it happened out in the open, maybe others would have followed suit. I think that's all it'd take. One grand gesture to push others forward.
Isn't that what Cypher plans to do next week?
If it's not too late by then, yeah. Even if 1-0 dies, that's too much. And they're getting close. Have you taken a look?
Yeah, very close.
Especially the children. When we first arrived, they were filled with wonder. Now they look so weak and famished. It kills me. But they must be getting food from somewhere, though. It's been a couple of weeks since we came to the city. Everyone who helps must be helping in secret. But it's clearly not enough, and the adults clearly prioritize the children. That just means the caregivers might be the first to die.
How do you think that'll come to that?
Hermes needs to say something then. An ultimatum, but such a vague deadline? Maybe that's why Argus is taking their time.
Yeah, it's a... What kind of vague considering the fact that there's an actual date to it, but, I mean, who knows for sure, though. It's true. Hermes mentioned next week. A specific deadline might make things more urgent. But Argus was planning something behind the scenes.
What if they just don't care? If they could wait for Cypher to act, then take everyone down.
Cypher's minds seem to be undetectable.
That's too convenient. Too easy.
Cypher isn't the first organization to try, but they might succeed.
You mean people have tried this before?
Yeah. I'd tell him what Clace told me, but ask him not to repeat it. Previous rebel groups seem to disappear without a trace.
Really?
I know,
Then you think Cypher would be gone by now? That's a good sign. Thanks for telling me, Delta.
It's true. Based on the past, Cypher would have been gone by now. But they still seem to be active and doing more than any other group in the past. The fact that Isaac used their technology is proof enough of all that.
Then let's just hope this stalemate ends soon. I can't stand just not knowing what's gonna happen. Things are so hectic compared to life back home.
If things go well, this might have been home for him.
Fingers crossed, I guess. I knew you'd talk some sense into me, Delta. You're the best one of the bunch. I know it.
I got my, protecting his powers. He holds out his hand, offering to shake mine. I shake it with a firm grip, and he smiles at me. It's clear that he's a lot less worried than he was before.
I guess that's it then.
I nod. He grabs his packed up bag. He begins to walk towards the exit, but he stops in his tracks.
Oh,
He turns around to face me like he's nervous.
I wanted to apologize for pointing fingers. Everything going on just made me a little paranoid.
And me both. I tell him that's fine.
Well, it's not like I was paranoid over nothing. I heard something, and I'm just not sure if I should repeat it.
Well, now you kind of have to.
Is that how it works?
In a way. And that's how it works, yeah.
Well, it's Clace. I heard him on the phone. He was saying stuff about how it's all going well.
He was probably talking about he was probably just talking about his hiatus.
Yeah, well, I thought so too, but then he said, no, they don't know. Like he's keeping some sort of secret.
Really? That is quite concerning. But I'm sure there's some context we're lacking.
Maybe. Sure didn't help my anxiety. But I guess that's it. We're good to go. We
start leaving the plane, but that thought lingers in my mind. It's all going well. Know what they don't know. Normally I wouldn't worry, but this seems really odd. Especially combined with how he's always stared at us, taking notes. It says just his diary, but part of me is starting to question things. Could he be hiding something? I shrugged, but I was just not good enough to doubt my friends. But this time, when I shrugged, the paranoia remains. That's a bit of context for him deciding to actually look in the diary and, make the mistake like that. Like, in a way, I guess... Yeah, I'm assuming the part is meant to, like, play that earlier in the map, but, should be fine. I'm not super worried about it, I think. Okay. Last one.
Experience supplemental fragment. Party time.
Party time. We're almost there. Yeah, so I'm assuming the party must be the culminating fragment. I remember what the name is sometimes.
Everybody ready to party? Born ready.
Just having my pre-evening caffeine.
How on earth are you gonna fall asleep tonight?
Not planning on it.
Oh, Dante's in party mode?
We all were at this point.
For once, I'm really feeling it. But I've always loved the vibe of New Year's Eve.
Why is that?
You know, a fresh start. A chance to leave our mistakes behind.
It's always a nice time to do that, though, actually.
I can see the appeal in that. But it's just another day, you know?
That's also fair.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like one. It's really hard to put into words.
Putting things into words is your entire career.
Yeah, but it's the indescribable that compels me. The things that are hard to put into words.
Liberty says, yeah, like that.
Like how waking up on a Monday feels?
Oh, God, Mondays.
Exactly. One of the worst feelings ever.
Don't know that, especially with having to deal with having to work early every Monday.
I can agree with that one.
Very, very much so.
So, picture the opposite of waking up on a Monday.
Waking up on a Friday?
Like waking up on your own without an alarm.
Or that too.
Yeah, perfect example. Go ahead and multiply that by like 1,000,000. That's how New Year's Eve feels to me.
Sounds like the best day ever.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
And I'm not even exaggerating. Some of my best memories come from New Year's.
Even the massive hangover you're bound to have?
Sure, why not?
It's just part of the experience. But if it's really bad, we can just always have a shot or two.
So you do believe my hangover remedy?
Not really, but tomorrow is the day I'd give it a shot. Always gotta start the new year with a new experience.
Oh, hell yeah.
A shot to ease a hangover?
Isn't that stupid?
I think that depends on like what you put in the shots.
No, it actually works.
Oh, you ease a lot of hangovers?
Yeah, it happens more than you'd think. Of course, the best option is just no booze at all.
And like always, the best option is the hardest one. There's no way I'm gonna hold back on New Year's Eve.
We're gonna go nuts. Hell yeah.
You know, we've been drinking an awful lot since Delta arrived.
Gotta live it up while it still feels new and fresh. But, aside from the convention, I'm cutting back in the new year.
Okay, so it looks like the convention is probably gonna be the big part of the next chapter, maybe. So that's what I'm thinking.
Planning to party at the convention too?
That'd be fun, though.
Absolutely. Plenty of streamer friends are going. It's hard to make plans with them unless it's a big event like this.
Why would super friends want to go to an anime convention? It seems very strange, though, actually.
Makes sense. It's the one time your schedules are unified. Bet you'll get to do all sorts of collabs.
Yeah, but none as big as the one I did with Clace. Kinda feels like I'll be chasing that high for a while.
Yes, that works.
It's good to have a goal that feels impossible. Sometimes that's the only way you can actually pull it off. It's the belief that you can achieve it that ends up being important.
If that were true, your writing would be a lot better.
Ouch.
Fighting on New Year's Eve. You know what? I'm down for a brawl. Been looking for an excuse to put you in your place.
Like the buddy kind of deserves a bit of a punch in the face sometimes, especially from him.
Now there's a good stream idea. Settle our feud the old-fashioned way.
Fight stream, let's go.
You want your viewers to see you lose?
He already does that in video games. It wouldn't be a big change.
Yeah.
Why is everyone ganging up on me? I made us pre-game mimosas and everything.
Hey, did you all take a look outside?
What's up?
Looks like there's a lineup.
For our house?
Really?
Isaac, how many people did you invite?
Too many, apparently.
The right amount. You ready to get things started?
Must be invade. Like, Dimension's probably gonna open the front door and see, like, a line across the block.
It's time already?
Sure is.
I'm totally ready. You good with an audience, Taylor?
Can I, place a bet on this fight?
Oh my god.
No. No fighting at my party.
But it would be such easy money.
Wait, who would you bet on?
Kinda figured that one was obvious.
God. That'd be fun to see, though. Okay, let's see. Double check, make sure that they're still not able to use. Yep, okay. Alright, time to close this chapter off.
Experience culmination fragment. The quantum leap.
So I finally start this big section off now. As soon as the party starts, the house is flooded with guests. I haven't seen this alive in here since I moved in. It's intense. Isaac is currently watching the door, vetting the potential partygoers. I stand around the kitchen table with Dante, Taylor, and Chiron. We sip our drinks and engage in small talk as the party slowly picks up. There was still a while until first midnight, so everyone was pacing themselves.
That is such a lame resolution, Taylor. At least be a little more creative.
We're not all writers like you, man.
Yeah, but staying alive? As if you're gonna die in the next 12 months.
Oh, well, everything's going on. I think they have a point.
With how things are going, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Hey!
Oh, did you choose that because you thought it'd be easy? I figured a resolution was supposed to be challenging.
It is supposed to be challenging. Taylor just likes taking the easy road in life.
I'm a streamer. There's nothing easy about that.
I mean, true.
Oh, yeah, it's the hardest thing in the world. Pressing go live and reacting to online videos.
He lets other people make his content for him.
Jesus, man. I mean, especially with the way that things go with the whole React thing. Yeah, I can see where they come from with this.
This is literally bullying.
Like you do to all of us?
That doesn't make it okay.
Indeed it doesn't.
I mean, that would bully me. It just means he likes you.
He must really like you then, Delta. You're almost all he can ever talk
Put
about.
it away. Hey, Zenith. Oh, them in. They've been doing good. It's been a pretty chill day for the most part, at least after I got out of work.
Exposed!
That's a better indicator of Taylor's feelings, actually. Not what he says to your face, but what he says behind your back.
Yeah.
We all have different ways of expressing ourselves. Kinda like how you base characters in your books on us.
Hopefully you're going alright too. I saw. Hopefully, you managed to figure out what the deal is with your streams, though.
Only the ones that die.
Bounty at last, we take all together a sip of our drinks. Starting to feel like I'm a true member of this group now. It took a while for me to settle in, but things are finally clicking. I wish we were under better circumstances, though. But there's stream last part of there with OBS. Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I'll admit it, I never really, bother with stream last, especially. I think I started like around the time whenever, everything was going down with the with everybody working for Streamlabs. So I basically started with OBS, so it was like getting used to that and all that. The Spider-Man turned smiles. I knew we were all worried. Yeah, but at least the good news is that I figured it out, so that's good. Yeah, I mean, OBS isn't really like super hard to get used to. Just takes a bit of time, I think. Especially me. I'm back with the other one I did to place. Feels like I didn't do it though. There's a part of me that knows I'm not capable of it. As I stood before the diary, things always went on autopilot. I trusted him. Trusted all of my friends. It feels like some of the thoughts that I'm having are really mine. Especially as I play back my thought process in the moments leading up to it.
Hey everyone, hope things are going well.
I'm startled a bit, and it shows.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to scare you. I guess I'm just light on my feet.
Just sneaky like that.
I've watched a lot of your performances, actually. You're pretty graceful when you need to be.
In fact, while we're at it, we're here. Walk rightly. There we go. We did give a nice little shout out. We're interested in Demons to follow that, though, and there's a nice little easy button for you on the screen there.
Well, ballet was basically the first form of dance I studied. I branched off after that, but a lot of the fundamentals stuck.
Do things you learn in one style help you out in another?
Yeah, well, we're mostly just chilling tonight, playing some more Tomb Raider. We just started the lecture fragment for chapter 3, so it's I imagine it's probably gonna be if it's about the same as it was during the last few times, the last chapters.
Rhythm
We'll
is the
see.
most important part. After that, it's just memorizing the movements.
So you're not the best at freestyling, then?
Well, all of my shows are choreographed. At the end of the day, I have to stick to the plan.
Just imagine places giving us like freestyle rap battles. That'd be interesting.
Kind of reminds me of comedy and improv comedy. You know, scripted versus unscripted.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And by the way, can I get one of those?
He tilts his head towards Dante's strength.
Oh, of course. I figured that's why you were here. Sorry, didn't mean to start playing 20 questions.
No big deal, but let's focus on fun from here on out.
You got it.
Dante goes to the fridge and grabs Slicks a drink. It's an overly sweet iced vodka beverage, almost white in color. When he opens his up, we all take another sip in unison.
Oh wow, I think I have cavities now.
Yeah, the must have been like very, very sugary and all that.
Yep, it's the good stuff.
Very much so, yeah.
A lot better than that beer, if you ask me. What brings you to the kitchen anyway?
Oh, I just wanted to hang out for a bit. That and find out which midnight I'm spending with Delta.
I don't think we figured that out yet.
Actually, if we get the chance to figure out the order, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, in that case, I'll take first.
Okay, so we don't have to worry about that then. That's
Second.
good.
Third.
Ah.
Too slow.
Wow, starting to think Delta is the real celebrity here. I guess that makes Isaac last then?
That makes sense for Isaac.
I doubt he'll complain.
Yeah.
Well, if there's still a few hours before first midnight, maybe I can hang out with Delta a bit right now.
He looks at me and I give him a nod. We did talk about this in the group chat after all.
I'm in no rush, though. Let's finish these drinks as a group.
Dante stares down each of our bottles.
It looks like we all have the same amount left. Want to see who can finish theirs first?
Ooh.
If you're looking to lose a bet, yeah.
Without saying another word, Dante immediately starts chugging.
Head start, no fair!
We all follow suit, finish off our drinks as a group. There's so much stuff here for nightclub. We've been going through a lot. We're bringing the new year with a bunch of new friends. No better time. I have a feeling that tonight would go down in history. Oh. Okay. I was thinking it's something up there, but looks like it's okay though, so I'll take that. Me and Karen moved to the other side of the kitchen for privacy. more and more people are arriving and the energy levels are increasing. Isaac definitely knew how to throw a party, I'll give him credit for that. But I start to wonder who all these people are. He's never talked about any friends outside of this group.
This party's actually pretty cool. Kinda wish we did stuff like this on the colony.
Eating party on the colony? Sounds boring.
Well, we had gatherings, but not like this. Mostly campfire stuff. A couple of songs on guitar. That's where I learned how to play Raise Your Hand.
That is it, to start playing the campfire song.
Other than that, it was just work, sleep, repeat. Have I ever told you how things work on the colony?
Not really, it's still a mystery to me.
Well, every week we get an allowance of food and water. It was entirely dependent on how much work we did. The more we contributed, the more we got back.
Ooh. That makes sense.
If you slacked off, they could deny you the essentials, so it creates this atmosphere of hard work being necessary. It definitely is, though. Running a colony takes a lot of work.
For sure.
So it makes sense that they'd reward the hardest workers. I was always at the top of the list. Guess I'd love to help out. But when you live out there, you can't really do anything else.
That sounds depressing and demanding.
Some would say the same about city life, actually. You're all under Argus's thumb whether you like it or not. Gotta live life the way they demand it, or suffer the losses.
The level was kind of... Yeah, honestly, I'll agree with you on that. I mean, especially with having Jonas Scott's voice with him. Whew, man. I love that. He's not wrong.
At least in the city, you can be depressed in style. A lot easier to put on a mask when you have all this stuff to do. Did I tell you I went to that big tower everyone keeps talking about?
You didn't, actually.
Well, it was pretty cool. Like climbing the tallest tree in the world. I could practically see my colony from up there.
There's the level also that piercing gaze he has.
Never been that high up before. They even had a part where the floor was transparent. Good thing I'm not scared of heights. Would have had a heart attack.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I went to the store that sold only guitars. I hooked one up to a big speaker and got to play it. People started watching, saying I was talented.
I wonder if I'm making a scene about that, though. He's totally excited to be talking about all of this. I can hear in his voice and the pacing of his words. The cold shoulder he had is definitely warming up. Or it could just be the alcohol. I'm really glad you enjoyed life in the city.
Yeah, still can't believe I'm the first. But lately I haven't gotten to do much. We're basically glued together after all.
Yeah, that's surprised about that.
I could think of worse people to be stuck with, though.
He smiles.
One thing I've noticed, though, you have so much junk food in the city. Definitely think I've put on a few pounds by now.
Maybe they're still looking alright, though. He tugs on his collar. This thing? It's not even attached to his clothes. So, what's the deal with that? Okay.
It's getting a bit tight.
I've been curious about that collar.
Oh, you have?
Where did you get it from? Why do you wear it?
I could ask the same about your wardrobe. Been rocking that outfit since the day I met you. In fact, come to think of it, everyone has.
That's... Why would you put that out? I shrugged.
Either way, it was just a gift given to me on the colony. That's how we'd show affection between friends. A special gift with a special meaning.
A collar, though? That's the big question.
I heard in the city you just give each other money, but I think this is better. A lot more personal.
Yeah, true. Ask if this friend of his is protesting in the town square. He immediately locks up like a struck a nerve.
Well, about that. I actually wanted to talk to you about my past, but I think we should take it to the bedroom. It's not stuff that I want anybody overhearing.
Yeah, sure. Privacy's important.
Good to know we see eye to eye.
He tilts his head towards the bedrooms. I decided we should go to mine and start leading the way. I was almost tempted to do the other answer. I can imagine you probably wouldn't be too happy about that, though. When we get to my bedroom, I close the door behind us. I know we wanted privacy, and I had no problem providing it. It reminds me of the airplane chat we had. I hope everything is alright.
Sorry, but you never know who's listening in. You're pretty close with Isaac, right?
Yeah, he's one of my best friends.
Kind of figured as much. You moved in with him, after all. There's something I want to ask him, but don't know how.
What do you want to talk to him about?
Well, you got me thinking about my past. Did I ever tell you about my parents?
You said you never really knew them.
Yeah, that's true.
I noticed that he immediately changes the topic away from his caller. Whatever it meant, and whoever gave it to him must be a touchy subject.
They passed away shortly after I was born, but in the colony, everybody is family, so the loss never really hit me. I actually hated them, or at least the idea of them. They were the reason that I was stuck in the colony after all. But now that I'm in the city, I see things a bit differently.
I think we're all seeing things a bit differently lately.
While I was growing up, the other colonists told me one thing. They told me that my parents celebrated the anniversary of their defection.
They must have been happy to leave the city behind.
But why?
Yeah, that would be strange, honestly.
But look at how hard we're fighting to get back in. We needed the help of Cypher and Hermes to even stand a chance. What was so terrible that they needed to run away and force this life on me?
Good question. It's almost impossible to guess.
Impossible to guess, sure, but not impossible to find out. Argus must keep tabs on people who leave the city. There's got to be some kind of record.
Yeah, I kind of figured there would be, though.
But that's where things get a bit complicated. Normally, it'd be hard to track down specific people.
Unless you knew the date they left.
Exactly. I wanted to ask Isaac if he could look into them for me. You know, at his follow-up interview. Is that too much to ask? Or maybe selfish is the word I'm looking for. I just feel like it could give me some closure.
I mean, that wouldn't be a problem to me. I don't know about everybody else. I still want to be curious about your family history. Oh. Sometimes you have to be selfish in order to get what you want.
I guess so. I mean, Argus would call Hermes selfish, right? But we all know they're a good person. They want what's best. Maybe selfish is just a term thrown around by people who hate to lose.
I don't know what the deal is with some of those like that stuff that happens. Well, like there's the one before when we were in Lace's room. Like we started off like saying, "Oh, I don't want to, look at his diary." Then suddenly everything started to break. And then suddenly, oh, hey, let's look at his diary.
Like I said, it's always easier to blame your misfortune on somebody else, especially when you don't understand them or give them even ground. If I learned more about my parents, it could answer all my questions. You know, like why they left the city, why they condemned our bloodline, my bloodline. I may not have deserved a life in the city, but I deserve an answer.
Isaac would definitely help you out. I know it.
I think so too. I just didn't want to get greedy. He's already helping me enough.
Yeah, more than enough.
Sometimes I wonder why, but I know there's no real reason. I was just in the right place at the right time. Is that all it takes to change the course of history then? Just one string of coincidences after another?
Well, you have to sprinkle a bit of conviction in there as well.
And maybe an apple or two.
Just maybe. He laughs and nudges me on the shoulder.
I won't forget your part in this, Delta. But, I guess I'll let you get back to business. This is going to be a busy night for you after all.
Yeah, I got the 450 minutes to go through with like different people. He opens his arms, offers me a hug, and I accept. We give each other a couple pats on the back, then pull away.
Bet you never thought you'd be doing that with a 0, huh? But, you know what they say. There's a first time for everything.
Ain't that the truth? That's for sure. With a smile, he leaves the room. I look at the time, and there's still a while till the first midnight. With that in mind, I head back towards the kitchen. I can't help but think about Kyron, though. I hope he gets what he wanted. Telling me about your family must be difficult. Even I'm kind of curious about them. I guess it's a topic for another day, though. Right now, it's time to keep partying. The group is gathered around the kitchen table, sharing a second drink. As soon as I arrive, I'm handed one. I start sipping with my friends. Isaac is here now too. He must have let everyone inside by now.
Hey,
Delta! I was just waiting for you. Hope the party's going good so far.
Yeah, doing great so far. Hope it gets better too.
It's only uphill from here. Just cleared the guest list too. Everyone here is awesome. Trust me.
Yay, nice. Stop to think for a moment before continuing.
I've got that surprise all prepared too.
Oh, I do want to see what that's about, actually. That sounds interesting.
Should we be scared?
Maybe.
No reason to be. I think you'll love it.
Who are all these people anyway? There's no way you have this many friends.
You'd be surprised.
It probably just people from his job, maybe.
No, because it's not true.
Yeah.
Ouch. I've made a lot of connections over the years, you know. Normally, I don't let my worlds collide, but tonight is special.
I asked him what he said he was waiting for me.
Oh, right. My follow-up interview is all organized now. After that, I'm pretty sure this promotion is all mine.
That's good to hear, though. He holds up his drink.
New year, new Isaac.
We all sip.
That's pretty awesome. When is it, by the way?
That's the cool part. It's on the 5th of January.
That is some weird timing, though.
You mean Hermes Day?
Is that what we're calling it now?
Huh.
It made sense in my head.
Then, yeah, Hermes Day.
You might miss what happens on the street then.
Yeah, I'm sure Ernest probably tell us what happened, though.
Doubtful. I bet it'll be on every TV in their HQ. Plus, I can look into this agent Delta's been talking about.
I can tell that Karen is biting his tongue. This would be the perfect moment to ask Alex about his family. But for some reason, he says nothing, simply looking dejected.
Sounds like January's gonna be awesome then. Anime convention, Isaac's promotion.
We're going up in the world, man.
Oh, I have news too. I've made up an ending for our campaign. The next session might just be our last one. And because I want to brag, yes, you'll love it.
I love that.
Our last session? That was kind of fast.
Well, things are pretty unpredictable right now. I have no idea what our situation will look like next week. So I decided to end on a high note. Nobody likes a cliffhanger.
That is a fair point.
That's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
It was only a test run anyways. If it goes well, I can plan a second one. I'm thinking bigger and better is a good mindset to have.
True.
Let's hope it all goes well then.
Another sip.
Speaking of which, it's almost first midnight.
Wow, time sure flew by.
Yeah, time did.
You were watching the door for a couple hours?
Fair. At least I didn't miss anything important. Should we head to the backyard? The live music will start soon.
What kind of live music did you hire?
Nothing too fancy. Just strings and stuff for slow dancing.
Guess he spared no expense for that.
Strings are the definition of fancy.
Yeah, very fancy.
Don't worry, I'm the follow-up act. Got a nice song picked out too.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Hey, thanks for following through on your promise.
Anything for you.
They tap their drinks together like a toast.
Remember, Delta, this is our midnight.
Ah, man.
Wow, I'm kind of jealous. He's performing during your date?
It's gonna be special, though, actually.
Oh, it's not a date. We're just doing this as friends.
Well then, we'll let you get to it. Hope you two are ready for a slow dance. This live music stuff doesn't come cheap.
I'm definitely not much of a dancer, but... God, it's gonna freak me out now. Like, there was worries about that, actually. This situation, I don't think that much of a choice. I would place a good time, that much is clear. Especially after what I did. It's hard to look someone in the eye after betraying them. Especially when the thing you betrayed is as fragile as trust. Should I tell him? Is there any way I could make it up to him? I don't know. Clay steps forward, looking at the twilight.
Pretty sight, isn't it?
Yeah, moments like this don't come too often.
I'm happy we could share it together. Might not get to do this again for a long time. Once this hiatus is over, it's right back to work. But I'm sure we'll keep in touch. I'm actually counting on it.
Yes, it's been good times, though. He smiles and takes a sip of his drink. Suddenly, memories of his room flood back to my mind. His pill bottles. I recognize the name of this medication. They were tranquilizers meant to relieve anxiety, fear, and stress. Should he really be mixing those with alcohol like that? Either way, a lot of things started to make sense in my head. Ever since he arrived, he's been so calm and soft-spoken. Definitely a far cry from how you'd imagine a pop star to be. Now I know why, and also why I've seen him zoning out a lot. He's clearly going through something. Maybe I should be as nice and supportive as possible, but not in a way that reveals my awareness of his situation.
Do you ever wonder what'll happen when you're gone?
Huh?
Not that stuff about returning to the stars. I mean here, on Earth, like consequences and stuff. I've been thinking about that a lot since the Wayfarer, actually. Especially since we were talking about legacies.
I don't think we're ever gone, as long as we exist in memories.
That's a really pretty thought. I think you just changed my mind, Delta.
From what to what?
Well, I thought my legacy would be my music. And when I was gone, people would listen to my songs. Which is true, but it's not about the songs. It's what they feel while they listen. Music has always been about sharing emotions with the world. Helping people work through their tough times, giving them happiness, hope, maybe even love. So I think that's it.
That's kind of nice, though, actually.
My legacy will be in the love of those I've left behind. And by sharing it, they can make the world a better place.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. Like that.
So, it's not about my music. It's about me and my effect on people.
It takes another sip, and we stand there, stare at the sky.
You know, I've got a few people up there, in the stars. I can only wonder, as they watch, if I've made them proud.
I'm sure you made them incredibly proud.
I hope so. Every single day. I'll have to ask them when I see them again.
Hopefully later, rather than sooner.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, really. With a nervous laugh, he rose the back of his head.
I hope I'm not bringing you down with all the sad talk. It's just impossible not to think about, you know?
Yeah, I definitely know that.
Especially with everything that's been going on lately. But I realize I should stop worrying and start hoping. Self-pity can be pretty addicting after all.
Yeah, for sure. As we talk, I notice Isaac in the corner of my eye. It's only notable because he's looking around, making sure he's unseen. Okay, that's a mistype. He's holding a briefcase and he hands it off to one of the partygoers. That's not suspicious at all. I looked over at Clace and he's tugging at a scarf, almost looking nervous. It's impossible for me to look at him the same anymore, knowing what I know now. Consumed by thoughts of suicide and death. It sends chills down my spine to know that that's what he's been scribbling. Especially when we were all just having casual conversation as a group. And to lie about it? Saying his notes for his memories? If he told us he needed help, we'd help him. And then there's the matter of that business card.
Well, what should we talk about next? Still got a few minutes before the music starts.
Got a favorite song you've written?
Oh, good question. Probably the one I'm gonna perform tonight. Or maybe the one I performed at the Wayfarer. It's so hard since I put my heart into all of them. Each one is like a piece of me, you know?
I think I might have an idea what songs you're going to be playing soon.
Maybe we should listen through my stuff together sometime. I'd love to hear which songs you end up liking.
Oh, don't worry about that. Listen to your album multiple times, so it'll be good. He smiles and finishes off his drink.
You know we're gonna have to dance, right? A bit slower than I'm used to, but I can deal with it.
I nod. I like Isaac was going for some fancy waltz-like atmosphere. In fact, I can see the musicians setting up their instruments. This must have been expensive. How much does Isaac make anyway? This house, this backyard, this event. Orchestra must pay their employees well. I really need to get a job. Maybe you can hook me up after everything blows over. Kinda sounds cool when I think about it, working as a team.
Just remember, left, right, left, right. Follow the flow of the others. Let's not be the type of duo that disrupts the dance. It's a social faux pas, and I'm not here to get judged.
That's the last thing we need. That's fair. I hate to get teased. Start to wonder why nobody recognized Clace, though. Not even a single glance in our direction from the party goers. Probably a pop out at a party who's bound cause a stir. It feels odd. I can't quite shake off this feeling. But I guess it's not really worth worrying about. The band is in place, and people start gathering in the backyard. Looks like this dance will lead into midnight and then Place's performance. I have to give Isaac some credit for being so thorough in his party planning.
Looks like it's time.
He grabs my hands as we head towards the others. Everyone assumes a dancing position, placing their hands on one another. We look at each other's eyes as the band starts to play. Left to right, left, right. It's like his advice. We sway side to side in time with everyone else.
I heard you're supposed to do this at weddings and graduations, but I never really had any time for that kind of stuff. After that talent show, my life went in a completely different direction. I only know how to do this because I watched some videos online.
The power of you two, they'll love that. He blushes and looks away, like he revealed an embarrassing fact.
Anything I couldn't do, I just looked up on the internet. And that way I kinda live through other people.
I just said that, so like, oh hey, it's more just more YouTube, yeah.
Did you know that they won't let me go to shopping malls? Too much of a security risk or something like that. So there's this one channel that I love.
PVC.
They go on tours of every possible mall. It's like you're actually there.
That's fun, though.
I even watched a video of the big one here in town. Might not get to go in person, so the footage will have to do.
The embarrassed look on his face almost amplifies.
Gosh, that must sound so stupid. Locked in a jet, watching videos of people living their lives. But it's a ruthless world out there, Delta. Far more than it has any right to be.
And I know that. The music continues as does her dance.
Just a little hiatus. Yeah, right. All it did was whet my appetite for more.
Yeah, I don't know that, though.
But I can't really get greedy, can I? Sometimes you gotta take what you can get.
It is to be weird to once he leaves back to his job, though. He smiles at me.
I'm just glad that I got to make some memories with all of you. A group of friends I can trust and always hold dear.
Trust. That word hits me like the knife in the heart.
Until death, right? That's the pact you all made?
I nod.
Then I'll be a part of that deal too.
My heart starts to race, and I'm overcome with emotion. We continue our dance, but I feel it's the worst person in the world. The sight of those drawings in his diary is all I can see in my mind. How can I keep a secret like that from him? How can I hold him like this knowing how much I betrayed him? I feel a tear fall down my cheek. Let my thoughts get the better of me.
Hey.
He moves her hand up to wipe the tear off my cheek.
I didn't mean to make you cry, Delta. I'm sorry. We're both members of the same club, remember? If we don't have each other's backs, we don't have anything. But don't worry. Even if I do go away, I doubt I'll go very far.
He gulps. I can see his eyes start to water as well.
Just look up to the stars, okay? You watch for me, and I'll watch for you.
The music slowly stops, replaced by Countdown to Midnight. 3, 2, 1, and rigorous applause fills our ears. We remain close, our eyes still locked.
Happy New Year, Delta. Thanks for being part of my best one yet. And let's make sure this next one is even better.
We remove our hands from each other, bringing an end to the moment. The dance is over, and everyone goes back to their social groups. It was nice to see everybody so united for once, fluid in harmony.
Guess that means it's time for my performance. I hope you stay and listen, or I might be offended.
He smiles and runs out to the area the band performed in. Isaac is there, and he helps place everything set up. I wouldn't want to offend him, so I decided to stay and listen. I had a side afterward, though, and continued the night. One midnight down, ready to go.
Hey, everybody. This is a song that kinda took off. It's not about anybody in particular, but if the shoe fits, you know what to do.
Advance this text box to start the song, and advance the next one to end it.
Okay, I'm going to let the song play for a bit, because I'll be back in, 10 seconds, so let's go.
You came into my life, that's when I saw you, and I knew I wanted to get close. A lapse in judgment calls for desperation, and I gave it to you, I suppose. But that's not the way the story goes. You're only love without the clothes.
Hi, dude. I'm back. God, it's always nice to be able to listen to some of these songs. How are you doing, dude? Yeah, this is probably probably not my favorite out of the album, but I think it's definitely pretty high on my list, though. I think I'm gonna let this play out like I did last time. There's gonna be something to dance to, though, actually. Come to think of it.
Let's close the door and call it quits. I'm sick of friends with benefits, and maybe it's better if we're alone now. You try to hold me, I've seen the truth and it's below me. You can't control me, not down for more, that was the old me. On the floor, you can't ignore me. My innocence is not your glory.
I think, to be honest, I spent like a bit amount of time, sometimes I end up skipping it, but you know, it happens. If I were to say for sure, though, I think. That's alright, though. Alright. I think it was a little weird that they would choose like this song, though. I was expecting for it to be like Hearts and Souls, maybe. It's different, though. Something.
I've decided it's time for me. Put that obstacle before me. I've seen the past, I know it's coming. I'll stand my ground and scream it loudly. And if there's no point in hiding that I'm my only priority now.
Yeah, they definitely have to be able to enjoy listening to song though. As I said earlier, like pretty much the entire album is on Spotify. And I think that's the one that let you be able to check it out. It'd be interesting though, I think. Alright. There we go. That wasn't doing something else. Sorry though. That was a lot to take in. Looking at place, talking to him after what I've done. My heart's just a race as soon as I get back to the kitchen. I hate how I'm feeling tonight. There's so much stuff I want to say, but it feels like I can't. But there's this voice in my head stopping me. Doubt, anxiety, paranoia. I feel like seeing that Asian was a tipping point for me. Like some level of a denial present in my head no longer existed. In that one moment, everything hit me all at once. Things haven't felt the same. I shouldn't be sitting in the kitchen like this. I'm clearly starting to show signs of panic. I need a breather. Slip out the door at the back of the kitchen, I entered the garage. Or at least what I think is the garage, since I could barely see anything. But that's just what I need, a moment of silence in the darkness. A moment to focus on my breathing and calm back down. I think about everything I've done, and everything I've seen. Part of me thinks the place will forgive me for what I did. And when it comes to Isaac, he's never lied to me before. I feel like my future will be determined by the nature of those around me. Would place be able to forgive me for invading his privacy like that? Is Isaac telling the truth when he tells everybody to trust him? He must be. I always feel safe when he's around. That comforting thought is enough to calm me down. Besides, we only have 5 days until Hermes took action. It's just like Kyron said to me. The first doesn't matter if the avalanche follows. And 5 days from now, we'll be the least of Arcus' problems. If all we have to do is last 5 days, then I think we'd be fine. Just trust in Isaac. Go with the flow. Spend time with your friends. Trust in Isaac. Go with the flow. Trust in Isaac. I start to adjust, and I realize I'm not in the garage. I'm in Isaac's workshop, the one place I wasn't supposed to go. I instinctively go to cover my eyes, but by then it's already too late. I can immediately see why he didn't want anybody in here. Dozens upon dozens of Arcus drones line the garage. On the workshop bench rests a large stack of briefcases. It's like the ones I saw him hand out to one of the partygoers. The monitors line the wall, showing live footage of the house. At least it appears to be live. The date and time match up perfectly. But in the footage, the house is completely empty. I know it's not true, so I can hear the party roaring. Is it fake footage? Gulp. This is clearly none of my business. If it was part of the surprise, I can't even begin to imagine what it would be. Or maybe there wasn't even a surprise. Maybe he was just hiding this. I turned on my phone to look at the time and I realized it's almost second midnight. I'm supposed to spend time with this one with Taylor, if I remember correctly. I wanted to leave the garage, trying to figure out what I saw. All I could do is repeat my earlier thought like it's a mantra. Go with the flow. Oh god. I'm falling apart a bit here. I returned to the kitchen, calm and relaxed. Looks like nobody saw me enter Isaac's workshop. It's for the best. I wouldn't want him to think I disobeyed him. If he took one thing seriously, it was his hobby. He made it as clear as possible since the day I arrived. I did my best to respect that so far, and I had no intention of slipping up. I opened the fridge and grabbed myself another drink. This whole 400 minutes thing was pretty cool. Yeah, I had a good idea. When I closed the door to the fridge, that's exactly who I see behind it. We lock eyes. It's clear that he was trying to startle me. But if he wanted to scare me, then he have to do better than that.
Well then, you passed the test.
What test?
I didn't startle you. That means you're innocent.
Yeah, I guess. Innocent.
Only people with a guilty conscience would jump. Trust me, it's a tried and true method.
Somehow I doubt that.
Well, I sure shocked Isaac. And Dante just assumed a fighting stance. Did you know he's actually trained in self-defense? So when he says he wants to fight, he totally does.
That makes sense for Dante, really. Interesting.
You're blocking the door, by the way. I came here to get another drink.
Oh! I move to the side and Taylor opens the door. Without hesitation, I slip behind it and hide.
It's not gonna work. I know you're there.
He closes the door and smirks at me as he cracks open a beer.
Besides, you already know I'm not innocent. And I can think of far better ways to show it off.
Drinking contest?
Nah, you'd be the clear winner, Delta. That wager lost its allure back before the nightclub.
That's the way to think of it, I guess.
I thought I'd stand a chance, though.
Would be nice, though. Yeah. He smirks, takes a sip of his drink.
Oh, wait, I forgot. We're doing second midnight together, right? Maybe I should grab a few more drinks.
I nod. At least that was the reflection of the plan. He opens the door again and grabs some more booze.
Wanna head to your room? Some privacy would be nice. That, and it's getting pretty loud.
But I spend as much time in my room, man. It's kind of crazy. That's true. First Monday I must have set things off. The party is roaring and the booze is definitely flowing. Might be nice to have a quiet moment or two with my friends. Sure, let's head to my room.
Perfect. And don't worry, I grabbed one for you, too. Just remember to pace yourself. There's 3 midnights to go.
Yeah, we still have time for a second one, too. He hands me another drink and I start to follow him. Pretty odd that he was leading me to my room. I guess he just likes taking the initiative. As soon as we enter my room, he puts the drinks down on the nightstand. There's quite a few drinks, too. Not sure how long he wanted to be in here. I looked at the time, there's still quite a while until we have second midnight.
Socializing can be so exhausting. It's a lot harder in person compared to my chat.
Yeah, for real.
Hope you don't mind taking a breather with me. Oh, also, thank you for letting me use your room.
He sits on the edge of the bed.
I would have asked Clace, but he started locking his. Can't blame a guy for valuing privacy, though.
I wonder if he knows something's up. They started locking his door?
I'm pretty fond of my private life, too. It's why I only ever hang out with the core group.
Yeah, that works.
Nights like this really make me realize how comfortable I am with all of you. Throw some strangers into the mix and all of a sudden I can barely talk. I guess everyone has a comfort crowd, though. But I gotta step it up. I'm hosting a panel at the con.
Oh, okay. Just a panel at the con? I sit down beside him and we continue chatting.
Yeah, streaming 101. That kind of stuff. A lot of people ask me how they can make it. But it's not as simple as all that. If there was a formula, then everyone would be successful. I hate to brag, but I feel like my personality is a big part of it.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot of luck involved too, that's for sure.
I mean, they choose to watch me over everyone else. When I try to list some reasons, that one just rises right to the top.
Your personality's great. You outshine the others.
Thanks, Delta. I'm glad you think so. Oh, you watched that stream I did with Clace, right?
Yeah, I couldn't help that.
Honestly, that one was a little tame compared to my normal. Maybe you should pop over and guest sometime?
I wouldn't mind that. I nod as Taylor gives you a wide smile. He takes a large swig of his drink, then lays back on the bed. I do the same, and we stare up at the ceiling together. He sighs before quickly reverting to the previous topic.
People are the worst sometimes, aren't they?
True.
It's so much easier when it's username scrolling past my screen. At least then I have some time to rehearse my answers.
Yeah. I can imagine that it might be a little difficult to think of answers like when people are staring at you like that. And think that I've never seen Taylor interact with people outside of our group. But given everything I know about his past, social issues don't surprise me at all.
A lot of my streamer friends are gonna be at the con. I'm paranoid that I won't make a good first impression. Especially when potential collabs are on the line, they're gonna be judging me from the moment they meet me. If I'm not entertaining enough, I'll lose opportunities. I'm already having enough trouble with those leaked photos.
Leaked photos? Is there a spicy story here?
I wish. It's actually a lot more embarrassing than that.
Ah.
Some photos of me as a teenager were leaked, back when I lived in a group home. I was a lot bigger back then. Huge, you could say.
Okay, that's a different way of saying that. He doesn't clarify whatever he means muscle or fat, which is interesting. I'd have to ask him what exactly this group home was about.
Well, it was a different one every year, to be honest. It was just a place for troubled youth, or kids with no parents. Like a shelter, I guess, run by volunteers from the community. But I was stupid back then. Took out my problems on other people. I guess I was a bully if we're putting a label on it. So, if I acted up too much, they'd just transfer me. That's how I ended up in so many places. At least the local cuisine helped me cope.
Oh, so it was just the latter then. It was just like huge.
If there's one thing I love to do, it was eat. But I'm getting ahead of myself here anyway. Someone leaked those photos, and people are making fun of me. I hate to see myself like that, you know? A reminder of who I was. Oh, and just so we're clear, I'm not really talking about my size. It's the person I was on the inside. I hated him.
I guess I got words for both sides, though, come thinking it.
But I guess maybe I deserve this. I bullied a lot of people. Didn't make their lives any easier.
Yeah, that works.
It was only a matter of time until someone from my past came along.
That's true. We can never run our past.
You seem to be doing a pretty good job at it. In fact, I barely know anything about your life before Toronto. Not that I'm entitled to anything, just an observation.
He grabs his drink and sips it, even from this weird angle.
Want to know how I lost all that weight, Delta?
A lot of work. I nod.
There was this one guy. I bullied him more than the rest. Guess he had too much and came up with a plan for revenge. Decided to take advantage of an allergy of mine. I just don't think he knew how bad it actually was. Life is a blur for a little while after that, but I remember being in a hospital. When I got out, I looked more like I do today. Can't put the weight back on, no matter how hard I try. I figured that karma was done with me, but now everyone is sharing those old photos around. It's like a constant reminder of my past. Every single day.
Well, he scoffs.
As if a constant reminder of the future wasn't bad enough already. Every time the lights go out, I'm scared it's happening all over again.
That's true. He told me about his vision and complete darkness. Even during our first time in the plane, we noticed that he seemed afraid of the dark.
But you know what? This has given me a pretty unique perspective. A lot of people make fun of me online for being too skinny. Now, other people are making fun of me for the opposite. It's really dumb, isn't it? No matter what your body is like, there's always going to be someone who judges you. The only option we really have left is to love ourselves just the way we are. Because I know they definitely won't. And at least we have power over our own feelings.
That is also a good point. That much is true. Self-love is one of the most important things. We can't live our lives for the approval of others. It just leads to heartbreak. Taylor yawns and rests his hands behind his head. He's clearly sleepy.
And there we have it.
I barely noticed, but I heard the partygoers shout Happy New Year. Second midnight came and went, and I spent it learning more about Taylor. As the pieces of his past fall into place, I start understanding him more. He grabs his strength and holds it up. I do the same. We tilt them back and finish what remained as we bring in the new year.
You know, opening up really wears me out. Mind if I take a quick nap on your bed?
Why not? It's already down there anyway. I nod. Seemed fine to me. But it shouldn't be too long. He can't miss the party.
Trust me, I don't plan on missing 4th midnight. I feel like the last one will be the best one. Excluding this one, of course. It's hard to beat your company.
That's fair, though. I laugh and get up from the bed. As I walk toward the door, he calls out my name.
Aren't you forgetting to say something?
Oh, right. Happy New Year, Taylor.
Right back at you.
In almost comedic fashion, he immediately passes out. As I turn back toward the door, I hear soft snoring noises. It's like that for the nightclub? It's liking to sleep like the man. It seems like a useful skill to have. Without giving it much more thought, I leave the room. Oh, wait. I should probably get the lights. Alright. I just want to keep going. Unfortunately, I do have an early day at work tomorrow, so I think I'm probably gonna end off here. Okay, we have that done. 13 hours, damn. To be done this long, actually. That'd be interesting to see what this does, though. It's yeah, just be sure. There we go. But yeah. It was nice. It was nice to be able to finally get back to playing some more of this. I'm thinking, yes, I'm thinking the plan is probably next time we'll at least be able to finish off, you know, chapter 4, and then maybe we might be able to probably get this game done in about like maybe 2 streams, 1.5, 2 streams, something like that. Because I'm thinking, because I think there's supposed to be like 5 chapters of this game. Yeah, I think it's what it is. We just finished. We're almost finished with chapter 4, and I think we'll be able to, you know, get to chapter 5 next time. You know, probably get through most of it, if not all of it. And depending on like how long the completion fragment for the last chapter goes, it might have to. We might be able to finish the same day. Might have to wait till next time to just fill space with something else, maybe. Yeah, that's the plan. Alright, anyway, yeah, so thank you guys for hanging out. It was nice. It was nice to get to chill a bit there. Yeah, let's see if we can raid. Let's see, who is available? I imagine a lot of people around, especially this late, but for sure though, I'm thinking. Okay. My channel up. Yeah, the pizza take care as well. Yeah, I said it was always nice to be able to hang out for a bit there. Alright. See who is on. God, it's still on though? Damn. Didn't expect that. Okay. People on the team. This is a big freaking ads going on right now. Kind of nuts. Give me a second. I had to go through this ad, see what. I hope we missed that. Probably fine, but you know, give me a second. Yeah, I think at least is still muted. That's good.
You know what I'm drinking. No, we did not. You played by yourself.
Okay. I think we're skip dinner with Tauntaun. Fair, why not? Is it doing some more Animal Crossing so that they'd be about the same kind of vibe, hopefully. Anyway, here is. Come on. No, why it's not showing up? There it is. Alright, so there is a rate message as always. And there is version for those of you who are not subbed. It should decide to show up. Come on. There it is. Yeah, if you're subbed, hit the first one. Or if you're not subbed, you hit the second one, or you can just type the update text, whatever, let's get around it. So yeah, you know, same deal as always. It'll be up tomorrow probably. I feel mostly planned out. I just need to make sure that sums up. There's a collab opportunity that I've been hearing about. Gotta make sure like what the date is for that before I you know plan anything else. But outside of that, it's mostly it is clear out. So I think we'll just that's probably it for that. But yeah, back on Monday. We're gonna be doing some more Digimon Arena 2. I'm thinking. I mean that's the plan for that, but you know it might change. But who knows? But yeah, yeah. Hope to see you guys then. Bye.